Good morning, Brenda. How you doing? Hanging in there. It's supposed to rain all day here today. Well, all day until about 3 or 4 o'clock. Mia's got a nail trim scheduled for today, but I guess I'll try and tough it out. But it's quite a storm. Hey Joe, how's it go?
Good morning. Good morning. Waiting on a little child.
You got to get again today?
Well, I'm supposed to have a Monday and Tuesday. So I texted her a little while ago and said, "Let me know when you're leaving." 'Cause I had to go to the bathroom. I want to make sure I wasn't just hanging in there.
Yeah.
So it's like
So you survived
just
day one.
barely. I'll survive day. Today, I think she's coming a little. I think she's coming, but I think it'll be a little bit later. I think she's got something she got to do at 1 o'clock. So that means I'll probably keep her till about 2, maybe 2:30.
Okay. So what time does she usually get there?
About 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
But she hasn't left yet.
Brenda says good morning.
Good morning. I got to double check something because I'm having a problem with this freaking Apple computer. Yesterday, it wouldn't show me any of the chats. I rebooted, did everything. Yeah, I think it had something to do with the system because it was just maybe. Well, I don't think it was my computer. I think it was them.
Well,
Yeah, I don't.
there's some days I have to go into the back door to get to the chat to be pulled up and then superimpose them over top of one another.
Yeah, I don't have chat. I don't have any chats on the side right now. I wasn't getting it from anybody yesterday. I know when I do it on the PC, the chat pops up, but it's not doing it on the Apple. So I don't know if I hit a setting somewhere or what.
Could be.
And I've looked through everything to try to find settings. I can't find anything.
Well, you know me, I can't teach you any of that stuff because I just don't don't have it.
I haven't done anything with YouTube settings, so I don't know why it would be doing this. Go back into YouTube settings. I'll go on YouTube notifications. So captions. See, it don't tell you anything about chats.
Up at the very top, you got the three dots in your community, moderation,
Yeah.
participants, moderation, activity,
Well,
uh,
that's in yours. That's
timestamp,
all. That's
pop out chat.
Yeah. I've got that to pop out chat, but I mean, I don't have the one on the regular YouTube channel when it pops up. It's not showing on the regular YouTube channel on the Apple. But I could hit. Let me see
I've
on
got
yours right
I
here.
got the timestamp turned on, which I like that because it puts the time in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How about-
it's steady rain right now here.
Wow. If I go on YouTube, if I go on YouTube, let's see, let me do this. I go on YouTube on Google, on Chrome instead of Safari. Don't see you. Make sure it's. Yeah, you see, that's odd. There it is. Now let's see. I got you, and I got a chat. I just don't have the chat on Safari for some reason. But I do have the chat. I do have the chat where I could do everything, pop it out and do everything. If I just put it on Google. So until I feel like it's not a big deal because this one's getting taken down in a day or two.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Well,
got your new one coming?
Well, I got the new one coming, but they threw me a curve. I got a curve. I got an email this morning that says, let me read it to you. It says, we wanted to let you know we have shipped your items. Your package should be coming in today, right? It says, on the day of delivery, we will email you a one-time password to provide to the driver in person for delivery. So it says, when they say out for delivery, they're going to send me a password I got to give the driver.
That's crazy. What happens if you're not there?
Then it don't get delivered. So it's got it because it's $250 tax and everything. And they're saying that because of the price, you got to have a password, and somebody's got to be able to. And you can't just say, "Here, it's me." Can't show them an ID. I got to have that password. And when I click on track the package, it says on a day of delivery they'll give me a password. When I hit, it doesn't say out for delivery yet, but I have no password. So I guess
who's the delivery company?
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon Delivery Direct. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not UPS or USPS or.
Yeah, she's right down the street. Baby's right down the street. She said, I forgot to tell you I was on my way. I'm at the light. Yeah, my ex forgot to tell me a lot of things. But I went through Gmail and set everything up to where I can look at the stuff on the PC and not worry about Mark, what's up? Not worry about going back and forth with Safari. And I had 3,600 emails in Gmail. I went through all 3,600 emails last night, deleted the ones I didn't need, and all the ones that I've been looking for. Like if it was sales, I put them in a sales folder. If it was anything to do with drones, I put it in a drones folder. 3,600 of them.
3,600 emails. That kept you busy.
2 hours and 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't as hard as you think. It just got hard when you had everything on that one page except for one, and you had to delete it one at a time till you got to something. So then I started saying, well, let me just skip that when I'll go back later and look.
Well, what I do is I click on mark everything in there. Then I go down, and if there's something I want to save, I unmark it, and then hit the delete button, and they're gone.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. But when you got 40 things, you got say you can put 40 on the page, and 39 of them are saved to different folders, and it's only one. You can only do one at a time. But I found out all you got to do is highlight and just hit delete, 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 delete. It was easier that way. And then something will pop up. I hit it, save it, and then change the screen. So I got it set up like that. But then after everything's done, I'm sitting there last night and I said, you know what? Then I got all my financial stuff is on this Apple computer. And I said, that's a lot to move. And I started looking around and I said, okay, I'm rearranging. Behind me, I'm moving the printer down. I'm gonna move it down lower. And I'm gonna take that whole top section off. I'm gonna take the Apple computer, stick it there. and just run it Wi-Fi, so that when I've had to pay bills, I just do it on the Apple computer.
Ah,
There's no need to do it any other way. And then eventually I'll rotate it over. Because I mean, I don't even have all the same passwords, all the passwords on the PC yet. So if I load into something on the PC, I got to find the password. And it's just I'll just use the Apple computer to separate the finances and everything.
right.
But if you kept all the apps that you need to use for paying on your phone, you could just use your phone.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I have a spreadsheet on the computer, and the spreadsheet has that the spreadsheet it goes back probably 8 years. And what I have to do is I have to copy it and go 2023 or 2020, 2022 on and move it over to an Excel. It's just easier to leave it where it's at.
Hmm.
Eventually, I'm going to have to switch it over because I'm going to have it backed up somewhere in case something happens to the Apple,
Well, if you've got Open Office, which is the same as Microsoft Office, only it's free. Oh no, it's not free. It's about £15 a year, something like that.
Hey, Mark, I think the granddaughter just arrived. So if you're talking to Joe, he can't hear you.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the screen.
Because he said that his daughter called and said she forgot to call him and tell him she was coming, and she was just down the street. So,
Right. Well, I took Precious for her nails to be cut, and the girl said, "Well, they're not that bad actually. I can only take a little bit off each of them, really." So she did. She trimmed them down for me and didn't charge me.
I see your buddy Camilla has picked Waltz, who's the governor of Minnesota.
Not my buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, Lily.
What is it? I get a hug, squeeze him. Give me a hug. Anaconda. I mean, no. I said, give me a hug. She would put her hand on me. No.
Yeah, I saw her. She pushed you away.
Give me a hug. Give me a squeeze hug. Give me a hug. Oh, there you go. There you go. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Fine. Fist bump. Fist bump. Watch this. She like getting hit in the face. Watch. 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 Wave at everybody. Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Say hello. Wave. Go wave. Stop.
Too bad Mr. Giggles isn't here.
Oh yeah. Logan, stop. Now he's excited, wants to play. Look at this chicken skin. Want to go see the pop-up?
Oh, Giggle said he's making his bed real quick. He'll be here shortly, Joe.
Yeah. I said, you want to go see the pop-up? She goes, going. Like, yeah, it's funny. I put her down. Loki runs over, smells it. She reaches out, and she takes off. Cleo got up, put her tail between her legs, and went down the hallway. Said, hell with it. Tino's over on his chair, kicking back. He don't give a shit. Stop. Now, the thing was yesterday, he was bringing the ball and putting it down, and she was picking the ball up and throwing it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she saw me throw the ball, so she started doing it.
So she's playing fetch with the dog, huh?
Yeah, and every time he goes and gets it, she goes, yay. Like that. She's over by Tino. Tino's in his chair, right?
Yeah.
She's over by Tino going, waving at Tino. Well, she got her own personality.
I just said I took Precious to have her nails done, and the girl said that they weren't that bad. Said she could
That's
only
good.
take a little bit off each of them because of where the vein comes to in the nail. And she trimmed them down and everything, and didn't charge me for it.
That's even better.
Laura just sent you a message on online.
I wouldn't expect anything less out of Laura. She goes so properly, shut up, Joe.
Mommy.
It's Tino?
Daddy, Mom, to Papa.
Oh, no.
Daddy, Papa.
Now, she said, and I could barely make it out, I throw the ball to the pop-up.
There you go.
That's at 18 months.
Daddy,
I'm going to be in trouble in a couple of years.
Yep.
She can know too much shit already. But my daughter was like that. My daughter was when she was younger. She had a vocabulary at 2 years that rivaled us. Anything she heard. Hit the pup up. Yeah, she likes that one place. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with it because it's the pillow where the dogs like to lay on. And every time I wash clothes, I wash it so it's clean. I'm not worried about that. But all I do is lay on it, and she likes to sit on it. It's like she thinks it's like a place to sit. I'm waiting for her to think there's gonna be a place to lay down on.
Have to get her a little beanbag.
Oh, then the dogs would be scratching it and everything else. She laid down, got face to face with Tino, and she's waving at him. Yeah, Tino, when she went over there, he got off the chair and came by. He's going to be more protective of her, because he's staying there. And he's keeping eye contact on her. That's Lily. She's sitting there saying the wheels go round, round, round. She's dancing already. No music. Tell you what, she in the perfect world.
You're gonna have to get some kid videos and stuff.
Oh, we got YouTube. I don't need to buy shit.
Yeah.
I got YouTube and Alexa. I said that. She goes, Alexa.
Yeah, you're going to be in real trouble when she learns how to say that properly.
She knows where it's at. She looks up at it and goes, Exxon. I mean, yeah. Alexa's saying, what the hell are you asking me about?
Yeah.
Mama, wait.
Sorry, I
Tell
don't
Alexa
know
to play
that.
the funny song.
I said, Mama, wait.
That's it. That's it. Tell Alexa to play the funny song. She goes, Alexa, better, hey. You want to hear the funny song? Alexa, play the funny song.
Funny Song by Funny Song Studio and Sounds Real on Amazon.
And there she goes dancing.
I don't think I've ever heard the funny song.
What gets me is that when it stops playing, she'll go, Alexa, Alexa.
I see your buddy Camilla picked Waltz.
That's TJ's buddy.
Hey, TJ.
And she didn't even take anything. Just get him started. What you got? You wanted a cookie? Let me go see.
Morning, TJ.
You see, is that banana anything? Putting this in the refrigerator. You don't want this one. Here, let me walk.
That's funny.
Don't be.
When you're driving down the street and the car makes a wrong turn, do you crack up and go, that's funny?
That's pretty funny. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's good. That's funny. That's funny.
Let me sit.
Pretty good.
Let me sit. Hey,
Oh, man.
Oh.
Look at there.
That's funny.
Oh,
No.
no, you're not hungry yet?
Hey, hey.
There's Mr. Giggles.
Edward, Jody. Laura, Warren.
Welcome.
That's pretty good. That's funny.
Oh, what?
That's funny.
What? Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, she got to walk around. Hey, DJ. Look at your worm. Right here. See it? That yours? No. No.
Well, it's cooler today. 66 degrees and 69%.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny. That's good stuff. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Oh goodness.
Pop Pop has cookie, huh?
That's funny.
Yeah,
This
you'll
is
be
strange. It's really strange. Hey, TJ, I got that new monitor coming in, right? Today?
You got what?
Amazon, a new monitor coming in to put 2 monitors up.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Amazon sent me an email this morning that said that they will be sending me a one-time password that I have to give to
Oh.
the driver to get it.
Oh, but you have to give them a password to get your monitor for.
I know it's because of the value. You know,
Oh,
come this way.
oh,
Yeah, it's
because
the
of
first time I've ever heard that.
Is it because of you said it's because of the value of the monitor or whatever?
It's just $250. You know, but it's like, I guess it's because it's a $450 monitor, so $250 is what they sold it for. But
I've never heard of that.
I've never
before.
had that happen.
That must be something
I-
new that they're doing or whatever.
But I don't have. They said when it says out for delivery, next to my shipping status, it'll give me a password. So I'm gonna
That's
mess
really
with him. I'm gonna say, he's gonna say, "What's your password?" I'm gonna say, "Rumpelstiltskin."
Rumpelstiltskin.
Or I'll say something like Genevieve or something.
Yeah, Genevieve. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, King Arthur, Holy Grail.
Is that a little
I'll say-
Slimer? Is that a little Slimer from the Ghostbusters sitting on your 3D printer right there? The little green thing.
It's a fat alligator.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little fat alligator. Like,
Oh, that's awesome. Huh.
yeah, and I got Velcro on it so you don't fall off.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I got to
When-
keep an
when-
eye on her.
When you gonna send out my shithead award, man?
It's over there in the box. It's in a box. Actually, I need to send it out to you. I need to
Yeah.
put a couple of the new stickers in it too.
Oh, okay.
Well, I thought you were saving up dog shit to put in there for the shit award.
That's the new sticker.
You know, because Tito's been pooping up a storm and he's been putting it in the box for you.
That's funny.
See, that's the
pretty
new
good.
sticker.
Yeah.
I can send you a couple of his Tootsie Rolls.
Send you a couple of Tootsie Rolls.
That made little boxes to put the stickers in. You know,
That's cool. That's pretty awesome.
yeah, I got them for each kind. Like for this one,
Heck yeah. So do you have to get the filament online, or can you go out to a store somewhere and buy it, or?
I've never seen it at a store, but you buy it on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
It's easy. I needed white. I was down to about a quarter spool of it. So I said, I saw it on sale the other day for like $15. I said, shoot. It's usually about
How much
25.
How much is it a roll?
Well, it's usually about $22 to $25 a roll. But I got a
Oh.
roll the other day on sale for 15. Come here.
I guess that's not too bad, I guess.
I wonder if she's got water. You want some water? She's over there standing by the Alexa. She's going, Exa.
Uh, Does she respond to it when she
No.
says, "Oh,
It's just she can't understand the damn thing she's saying. She's saying Exa. She's going Exa. Yeah. Alexa's
So
saying, what the hell is going on here?
she don't light up when your granddaughter says Exa like that?
No.
Uh,
Nope.
hey Exa. Oh, mine just lit up when I said it.
Yeah, it lit up the last time she said it, but it's not understanding what she said.
Oh.
Give me your worm. Hey, Lily. Lily, give me that worm. Give it. She's got a worm.
Oh yeah,
Got a
the little
worm.
worm.
Put it up there. Put it right here. Oh, I didn't say throw it on the floor. Uh, Can you hear her?
Okay. Yeah.
She's saying Exa. Exa.
Exa.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if she responded to, "Sorry, I do not respond. I do not know." Blah 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 blah.
I'd pee on myself.
Yeah, I know. That would be hilarious.
What's up, Warren, Frank? So you got Frank Rizzo and Drone Shots, both of them in there. That's pretty good.
You do know
Corey.
that's one. You do know that's one person, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good that he's in there twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keeps talking to himself as well.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Now we have an issue.
That's like
Where's he?
Who is it? Freaking
That's a new
what's his name?
mental issue called schizophrenia.
Alexa, go to volume 3.
That's like this guy
Alexa,
right here.
play the funny song.
He has another YouTube channel that he uses in the chat. He goes by Flea Flicker.
No shat.
No shit. No shit.
Yeah, Philip.
Don't shat me.
Don't shat me. Yeah, Philip. That's who it is.
Yeah.
He goes by Flea Flicker too.
You realize the difference in the world we've grown up in there, Paul?
Yeah.
Because she is a year and a half old, and she's standing there saying, Exxon, knowing that she could say something to it, and it'll play something or talk back to her. That is crazy. Can imagine when she's 50 or 60 years old, what's it going to be like?
Yeah, with
Well,
these little
50 or
kids, these
60
little
years
kids that are
old,
running
they'll have
around now.
mind
What is
control. If you think something, it'll come out.
Philip hologram.
what's the world gonna be like with all these kids growing up and being 50 years old and whatever? Like, what in the world?
Well, a lot of the kids won't grow up because they're out running around with guns shooting each other. So, you know,
Yeah.
I call that population control. You know, every night you hear about these 6 kids were shot and killed. These 4 kids were shot and killed. These,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah. I mean that's like a well, just kind of using this as, you know, like whatever you want to say. But I was watching this cartoon one day. I was watching
Wheels
American
on the
Dad. And there was like an episode where they were talking about guns.
Like Wheels
and,
on the Bus.
The main character was like, guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. And he laid down
Go to volume
the
4.
gun. He was like, "Here, gun, kill someone. Kill someone."
well,
He like the gun was just like,
that saying should be guns don't kill people. Parents that ignore their kids kill people.
"Oh yeah."
Alexa, stop. I got to record this. Alexa, go to volume 3.
You think Grandpa's a little bit excited to have the grandbaby there?
Alexa, play Wheels on the Bus. Alexa, play
Wheels
Wheels on the Bus.
go round and round, round and round, round and round.
I'm gonna fire you. Alexa,
You tell-
go to
you tell-
volume 4.
go to volume. I just say set volume to 3.
She's going crazy.
Well, the next thing you're gonna do is I can see Joe's gonna have a camera in every room recording that kid running around.
Yeah. I think I could see a camera right now in the corner of his I don't know, maybe there's one, I don't know.
That's a coaster. I mean, what do you call it?
Cams
It's a
all
drink
over the
cup,
place.
I think.
She
Yeah.
knows that song. Alexa, go to volume 3. She goes, Alexa, wee.
And it plays Three Little Piggies.
3 little piggies go home.
Yeah, went wee all the way home.
Well, you know, TJ, if he's had too much to drink, he goes wee all the way home too. So.
Well, you know, to be honest, I don't really drink a lot, really. Like I used to, but then like going to bed and waking up the next morning, your head's just pounding. It's like, man, this is not worth it.
Well, you know, I guess in your different stages of life, it all depends.
It all just depends. It all just depends.
That'd be a good commercial for Depends. Would be to have the 3 little pigs going wee all the way home.
Yeah. That would be a pretty good commercial.
Well, it's raining here, and some knuckleheads out there with a big 0 turn mowing the schoolyard. Like, I don't care what your contract is, you know, that's crazy. And it's supposed to rain all day.
We're gonna have warm temperatures, and we got actually a cold front coming in on Saturday. We're gonna go down to 92.
Oh goodness. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the thing will be playing in the background like that, and she looks up and she says, Exa.
What's up, Lance?
Hey, Lance.
There's my weather for today.
Ooh. Paul, you should get you one of those e-bikes on the right hand side of your map there.
Why?
I don't know, just something to putter around in. I don't know.
I don't think I could steady myself. I don't think I could ride a bike anymore.
Well, it doesn't hurt to try.
Oh,
It
yes,
might.
it does.
It might.
TJ's trying to get me out there killed in traffic.
It might hurt to try it, TJ.
Honest, officer, it didn't hurt him to try.
Lay down.
It didn't hurt him to try.
See the pop pop?
Yeah, no, I don't want to see you get hurt, to be honest. Yeah, that looks like a lot of craziness right there.
Want some of this?
There it is in motion.
Oh, so it's kind of moving away, I guess.
Cookie? I put one right here.
Jody says it's pouring like cats and dogs.
Now, where does he live at?
He lives up here.
Oh, he lives
He-
up by you?
So when you're saying Frank and Jody are talking to each other, we should say, Michigan, we have a problem.
Michigan, we have a problem. So,
Okay, there's just before 11 o'clock, and I've got to take Mia to go get her nails trimmed.
uh-oh.
That's what I say. Uh-oh.
How far is the vet from you?
I'll show you where the vet is. The vet's right about where my pointer is, right there.
Oh, and you're kind of, well, I mean, I guess you're only probably like 10, 15 minutes away, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's only 10 or 15 minutes away. But you got to remember, she can't jump in up and down in the truck. I have to.
Oh,
put a
yeah,
ramp
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You need
Now,
to get one of those little.
when you take Mia out flying, like, do you have to like literally like pick her up and lift her into your truck?
No, I have
or-
a ramp.
Oh.
Misadventures from our favorite Dad's Army on the way.
How often do you get a nails cut?
Every 3 weeks.
They grow that fast?
Yeah, and they curve. It's like right now
That's-
she can hardly walk because her nails are. It's like figuring if you were to walk on your fingertips, it spreads them.
Jody said he's down by Kalamazoo.
Oh, Kalamazoo. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know
Then
why
we
I
could
thought
say
he was up north.
it sound better. Kalamazoo, we have a problem.
Got a girl.
Kalamazoo.
It's holy Kalamazoo, Batman. Frank and
Hmm.
Jody are talking to each other.
Where is Kalamazoo anyways? Is that somewhere in Michigan or in a different state?
Yep.
No, that's in Michigan. It's the
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
southwest corner of Michigan.
Oh, is that anywhere near you, Paul, or?
Yeah, about 3 hours, 4 hours.
Oh.
You want to lay down? Not a cookie?
Yeah, she's going. Grandad, stop waffling and get the animal crackers out.
Eat that one first. I got the animal crackers up.
I love animal crackers. Those things are delicious. Like we'll go to Walmart and we'll get 3 bags of animal crackers. We'll get the regular ones, and then we'll get the chocolate ones, and then we'll get like the ones that have the frosting on it.
The frosting ones are good.
Yeah, I love those frosted ones. They're delicious.
Yeah, I put the cracker right on the end of the desk where her water's at, and she walks over. She's dancing, walks over, takes one, smiles, walks off. You have both in your mouth. Hey, pig. Should have stuck 2 of them in her mouth.
David Az sent me a clip of like dogs laying on their owner's butt, and the owner just farts, and the dog like looks up or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, he sent me that. And then he just sent me something else. Something about they kicked him out shortly after.
I like the one when the guy and the girl are sitting there and they're getting kind of frisky, and she'll fight, and he'll see her handing all the stuff and kicking her out.
There's a guy on a treadmill and he's doing all these weird moves, like he's on one of those on a elliptical machine. He's like making all these like sexual like things at women and stuff.
Yeah. They got another one where the guy's on an escalator and the people behind him, and he'll lift up his leg and go. Like,
Oh yeah.
and they're going, what the hell? And he'll shake his leg a little bit. Yeah.
And get a free gift card worth £125.
You know what an exercise is? Running and jumping sort of thing.
Yeah, she got a mind of her own. She keeps herself pretty occupied though.
8. That's 8. I'll go. Gold now with our favorite voluntary.
There you go, TJ.
For what they'll be up to today. Here's
This is the Lower Peninsula. That's the Upper Peninsula. I'm right over here.
Okay.
And if you come all the way across over here, Battle Creek, Kalamazoo area.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're kind of, let's see, hold on.
And over here is Chicago.
Let me find. So you're in Port Huron.
Yep.
Okay, there's Kalamazoo.
It's a whole different way of thinking over there to over here. You think that like something 3 or 4 hours is only 3 or 4 hours. It's close. 4 hours South Coast.
Hey, Papa. Tino, Papa. Hey, Tino. Say, hey, Tino. What, Papa? Oh. Yeah, Papa. And she gets down there and she says, hey, the pup up. And she starts rubbing him. And he kind of just looks at her like, what are you going to do? Because she stepped on him yesterday. She got up and started dancing and stepped down on top of his paw. He didn't like it too much. And then she gets by Loki. And Loki just, he's been sensitive all his life. And she'll get up next to him and kind of crowd him a little bit. And he'll go, you got to growl a little bit. He's all growl, no bite though. He's got to try to talk crap to you to try to think he's brave. But the thing is if she probably fell on him or something, he probably would take a snap at her. Because there was times where he's one of only 2 dogs that ever bit me.
That wouldn't be good if one of your dogs bit your granddaughter.
I wouldn't. I told him, I said, if you bite her, you're going.
Is that your little trash bucket right there? The orange bucket? Is that your like little trash bucket right there?
Yeah, that's my Home Depot trash bucket.
Oh, there you go. I was watching something on Facebook one day. Like I was watching all these reels and stuff, and they were showing like if you ever like go camping and you don't have a toilet around, you just put a plastic bag like inside the bucket and use that for like your shitter or whatever, and then just go
Yeah.
throw it away.
Well, we used to for Mardi Gras, we used to sometimes when we rent a little U-Haul truck, right? And we take the U-Haul truck and we put a curtain in between so you have a backup. And
Oh, yeah.
we take a trash can like that and put it in there and put a toilet seat on the top.
Oh yeah, there you
So
go.
you had a toilet seat on top, and then you fill it up about you bolt it so it can't slide around. And
Yeah.
what we did, we put a strap around so it couldn't slide, and you'd put about 6 inches of water with pine soil in it. So you got that pine smell. So
Oh,
people could
right,
go in there
right.
and use the bathroom, and they were behind a curtain. They could use the bathroom, and it never smelled. And then when you got home, you just poured it down the toilet.
Oh, there you go.
We used to do that all the time.
Yeah, so you don't like smell shit. You smell fresh pine or whatever.
A nice piney smell,
A nice piney smell.
and we'd have that sucker pined up too. We
Oh
didn't want
wow.
because we had food right next door to it. We didn't want to smell it.
Right, right.
Alexa, stop. And she's in her own world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rock her world later. I think I'm gonna take the clarinet out and play some music on, see how she react to it.
Oh, I didn't know you played the clarinet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you
And
used to play band,
the
didn't you?
dogs don't like it. Leave my-
Oh, nice.
That was in the Marine Corps
Yeah.
band. When I first went in the Marine Corps, I was in the Marine Corps band.
Is that what you played then, the clarinet in the band?
Yes, sir.
A bit of the old Ackerbilt.
Say it
Ed's
again?
talking about those 3D Christmas trees that you printed. He said he's seen them online going for like $10.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little fidget. It's a little fidget like that. Now look at that mouthpiece.
Oh wow. Oh yeah,
That's-
okay, yeah, I think you did.
that-
I think you did show that one time on a
Yeah,
previous
that's
stream.
crystal.
You did show that.
That's a crystal mouthpiece.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. This one was handed to me by Pete Fountain.
Who?
Pete Fountain, he's a clarinetist
Oh,
from New Orleans. When I was in junior high school, myself and a friend of mine, we played a song called Clarinet on the Town as solos. It was like a dueling banjo type of thing.
right.
So he plays something, I'd play something, he plays something, I'd play something. And then we played together for a while, and then we'd go back and forth again.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
the day of the concert, we practiced it for like 3 months. And every day we had to play it. Every day we had to play it. So we knew it. It was like
Did,
it was secondhand.
now,
And
what,
we were
what
in
kind,
we,
what
we
kind
were
of
junior high.
what kind of reeds are they wooden reeds or?
Yeah. I don't have a read on it. Where'd my reeds go?
Do you play for your granddaughter at all?
Haven't
He
yet.
said he said he was going to.
Mommy.
The
Come on,
only
mommy.
player I know of is Ackerbilt.
Daddy. Mommy. Mommy.
Do I look like mommy?
Uh,
In the right light.
Yeah.
in the right
No.
place.
11 o'clock.
Mommy. Mommy.
What is 11 o'clock?
The appointment.
Oh,
Oh, I found out what Dominic's been doing on his appointment.
Not
He's
yet,
been
Frank.
going. He's been going doing his course to get his Australian equivalent of the 107.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, everything I sent back there, Frank, I'm waiting on the B&H credited, right? Adorama gave me 1 credit out of the 2 shipments. I'm trying to get them to find out why they're not giving me that other credit. So I got to wait for them to get all their money right. Shoot, this thing ain't been played in so long, it don't want to soften up. What you doing? Yeah, she's gonna freak out when I start playing this. She'll probably dance.
Should have your phone set up and have it on record.
I got a camera over there if I needed to do it. Shoot, I
She's
got to make
gonna
sure I
wanna
sound
play-
good first.
She's gonna want to play it, Joe.
You should
That
do
What's
that,
up,
John.
Don?
happening.
You should do a short of you playing the clarinet.
What you do is you buy her one of those little recorders, you know, little
I can
little
print a one.
recorder. You
Can
got
you
one?
whistle?
I don't have to buy it. I could print it. They got them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I might do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get this thing in a shop. This clarinet. I want to get an overhaul. I don't know what they cost anymore, but I want to get an overhaul of it because I got 1 piece of cork that came off on me. I sucker don't want it.
I've had this about 20 or 30 years or more.
Oh, your
Yeah, that's
recorder.
original.
I think my recorder's still at my mum's house that we used to play at school.
Isn't that one of those ones that hooks up to the bagpipe?
That will be like 50 odd years old, that now.
Paul's trying to play his recorder.
Be careful. He's soft.
I'm gonna pass out.
Is that the one that hooked up to the bagpipe?
No.
No.
Oh no.
But the bagpipe had this type of a thing on the end of it, but the bagpipe, you had the air was underneath your arm because you blew it up.
Right.
Want to see?
What's up, Justin?
TJ lose his shit yet this morning?
Oh, several times.
Yeah, several times.
We're in his recovery period right now.
He came on laughing. What you talking about?
Mm.
That's funny.
Can you
As soon as he
reverse
came on, he
laugh,
started
TJ?
laughing.
Say what?
Have you figured out how to reverse laugh yet? He's off.
Justin's got you going again there, right, PJ? I know.
I wonder what that would sound like, a reverse laugh.
I can totally see TJ practicing that later. He's sitting there going,
There you go.
That's funny. That's hilarious. That's pretty good. Oh goodness.
Oh, man.
Human laugh track.
You talking about out of breath?
Does she hear what? Oh, she can't hear TJ, can she?
That's funny. That's
Oh,
funny.
you're pretty good, Joe.
Well,
Started
request
playing and she started dancing.
Okay, you
Strangers-
play and she dances. That's kind of like a monkey trick.
Strangers on the Shore.
I can't do all of them. I got to think about it for a while.
Hey, you and Dennis should start a mini band. He plays the ukulele while you play the clarinet.
That's what I thought about. I thought about when we come out there and bring my clarinet, and while he's doing it, I could play background with him.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I would watch that all the time.
Yeah. Uncle Bill can use his trombone.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Bill
yeah.
plays trombone?
Well, he
I
used
think
to.
so, yeah.
Oh, he hasn't played that since he was in school, dude. I doubt he even
Yeah.
remembers how to play it, to be honest. That's why.
The South Florida Jazz Band.
And I know I'm gonna catch hell probably from Donald for saying this, but I think band in school is fucking useless. Just my opinion, because 99% of the kids that go into band don't end up doing anything with it when they get out of school.
Got a point.
Yeah,
I was in band.
after I graduated, my mom sold my trumpet because I didn't play it anymore.
Like I said, I'm sure Donald's gonna come in and be like, "No, that's not true."
Did you play trumpet or cornet?
I played the trumpet.
Yeah.
Oh, TJ,
So
I
did
played
I, and
trumpet.
then I transformed over to the baritone.
I played trumpet. Like Sarah was the only one out of her class that actually went to college for music. Out of her high school, out of her entire graduating class, nobody else did anything with music after her graduating class graduated. Sarah actually went to school, was going to go to school to be a music teacher because Sarah could pick up damn near any instrument and start playing it.
Really?
Oh yeah, Sarah is very talented.
Well, that's what
She
you
was
said before, but you never mentioned the music part.
And she okay. But she
Except for the woodwind.
up TJ.
That's funny.
But she was really good with instruments. Like I said, she could pick up damn near any instrument and play it. She was learning how to play piano when she was in college too, I believe. But then she dropped out after a year and a half. Do I?
If Sarah heard a song on the radio, could she play it by ear, like on a piano or like on a?
Probably,
Like
but her main instrument was a clarinet.
Oh, okay.
Like she picked up Kelsey. Kelsey brought hers home to play it, and Sarah hadn't touched it in probably over 10 years, and she picked it right up and just started going to town on it. Sarah was a band geek in high school. That's what I told her. She's my little band geek. Now, I was in band too, though, but not in high school. I was in band in middle school.
Oh, there you go.
Long time at band camp.
Oh God, I'm not even gonna finish the line of that one.
My wife's brother, he's in a band. Like he plays guitar and sings. Like he performs at like different like venues and bars and shit like that.
No, I honestly think schools waste a lot of money on band programs.
Yeah.
And a lot
Yeah,
of
'cause
kids don't end up doing with anything. I think that should be replaced with something that's gonna actually
Like
benefit
cheerleading.
somebody.
Like when I
Or
was in
even
marching, we
cheerleading.
always,
There's some schools that have the shittiest sports teams that haven't won shit in years. And it's like, but
yeah.
they'll dump all kinds of money into them.
Dollars and it's in Fort Huron.
I feel the same way about sports teams too. I don't.
Like mine better.
Yeah, I did too.
The only thing I like better about that one is it looks like it's got street tires. You know,
I think there's
down tires.
It always
needs to be
seems
more
The other
like
focus
question
on
I
other
have is
stuff.
this.
to have cheerleading competitions.
Do you have any idea what I could do with it?
What is it?
I pulled these-
Yeah, I think there's a lot of money that the
What is
schools
it?
waste on extracurricular type shit that should be
Flip out blade.
focused on somewhere else. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, they
I mean,
do.
Yeah.
One person.
I don't know. Why'd you pull them out of the garbage?
Like when I was in marching band, like
I don't
we'd
know
we'd
because
always
I
like
ain't giving my children those because I want.
I don't know, like try to raise
Here's what I
money
was
for
thinking
different
is maybe-
things. Like we'd
You
sell
know,
stuff,
that would
try to
be
raise
good.
money, and like we would do like
Gotta be- there's
car
gotta be-
washes and shit like that. It's like
Sense of peace.
kind of hard to do, but
I mean, I don't know. I can see.
Think about it.
Yeah. I'll put 5 cent stickers at work.
Dumb ways to die.
What you might ask them is, work. The rest. Yeah.
What's up, Jody?
Okay, see you in about half hour.
Like a lot of the schools here, like the high schools and the middle schools here now are offering a lot of like robotics and computer classes, more geared
Yeah.
towards what kids are going to be actually fucking using these days. And I guarantee you're going to find way more kids that are interested in computer shit than you are that are going to be interested in playing an instrument. That's the thing. There's always going to be those people that are going to be the that are going to want to play instruments and they're going to be good and they'll entertain everybody else. But I don't know.
yeah. Was that your tenant right there, Paul?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's gonna come down, in about a half hour. I gotta go take Mia to get her nails trimmed. And sometime between 11 and 11:30 was when her nails need to be trimmed. My Meals on Wheels comes, so
Oh.
not that I, I could.
You go
always
ahead and have
probably
them
just
trim
put it-
you up while you're there.
I could always probably just put it down the garbage disposal, but
No, Paul? They don't trim you up too while you're there?
what's that?
So they don't give you a good trimming while you're there?
Give me a trimming, what? I can't hardly hear you.
I can't decline it. I like it.
He was asking, are they going to give you a trimming while you're at the vet
No,
place?
my nails are short. It's Mia's nails curved like this, like a bird has in the air.
Yeah.
Maddie's answering
Hey.
that with a legit answer.
Stop.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
All right, let me turn that up.
So I had interesting things sent to me today, Justin.
What?
I got an email from Amazon. And it
Uh-huh.
said that your delivery is coming today. And they said that
Right.
we will be sending you, it says, we will email you a one-time password to provide to the driver in person for delivery. And it says
Okay.
that I have to go to the tracking when they say out for delivery, and it'll have a password on there I have to give to the driver.
So he has to. Hey, he has to physically accost the driver to give them the password, or they won't deliver it.
We'll call up Amazon and be like, what the fuck? I've never heard of that before.
I know.
And we have that on some things. We have that on some of our takeaway deliveries
Well,
where
if you
where
find
you
the
have
code,
phone
just write it
number.
down.
Yeah, but
phone
what do
number to
what do you do if
delivery
you're
driver.
not going to be there?
Well, he's talking
Well, it
about
needs a
food
signature.
deliveries.
Well, what's the use of having food if you're not there?
Well, if you find the number, just write it down, leave it on your desk right there. That way you can grab it real quick for reference.
I know mine because on Uber Eats it's the same number for me every time.
I've
gonna
never
tell
had
them.
an item that showed that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them when he comes to say, you got your password? I'm gonna say Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, do you get to set your own?
No.
You just say
Because
1,
what
2,
it
3,
said, what
4.
it said, didn't it, Joe? It says that no other form of identification will be accepted. You could put your driver's license out there or whatever. It's not good enough.
I would
Well,
be like,
I'm waiting. I'm about to call him. Because it says it's got when it says out for delivery, it'll have a password on my account.
I could see
So
the
it doesn't
Amazon
say out for
driver.
delivery, it's saying being processed.
It'll either
I
be
could see the
password or 1, 2, 3, 4.
no, I could see the driver showing up and walking up to the door. Are you Harry
just leave-
Ball 69?
Harry Ball 69. That's funny.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, it's not a scam, Jody. It's coming. Yeah, hey. Matter of fact, did you check your actual account or did you click through an email?
There was an email that came to me.
Okay, but did you not click? You didn't click anything in the email, did you?
No.
You went straight to your Amazon account?
Yeah, I went to the Amazon account.
Does it say anything in there about having to have a code?
No, but it's not out for delivery yet.
Well, that's normal because sometimes the trucks actually don't leave the warehouse till about 9 or 10 o'clock. So that's normal.
I went across the lake the other day,
Getting it's early
and
morning.
on that 24-mile stretch of causeway, I counted 42 Amazon trucks. That passed me coming this way. 42. Not counting the Penske trucks that I figured they were using for Amazon too, that I saw the next day with Amazon.
Oh yeah. FedEx and UPS do the same shit. They have big contracts with Penske and U-Haul. And they use their trucks all the time to make deliveries. But what sucks though is their trucks aren't really designed for that, you know? So the drivers have to get out, open up a big ass door in the back. Like they don't have access to the back until they actually get out of the truck. So it's not really designed for deliveries, you know, it's designed for moving furniture. I feel bad when I see those guys having to use one of them trucks.
Jody's telling you to call him and see what the heck.
Yeah, the
Who?
email that came to me says shipment-tracking@amazon.com. That's the email that was sent to me.
I wouldn't, if there's nothing in your account that says anything about a code, don't fucking worry about it, but call up Amazon, double check with them, tell them what email you received. Because I've never heard of that with Amazon.
Yeah, what is it's just all it says is on the day of delivery, we will email you a one-time password to provide the driver in person for delivery, to the driver in person for delivery. It says learn more. I didn't do that. And it says on the bottom, it says go to your page and hit track package. And when it's out for delivery, it will show it. So I went to my page, my order, and hit track package, and nothing's on it.
Right, because you're probably on a late delivery, which means it's not going to show it's out for shipment probably till about 10:30 or so.
Yeah. But but I'm looking at, let's see, let me go back another one. I got other Amazons on here. Yeah, anything that says your item's been shipped, it's the same address. Shipment-tracking at Amazon.com. So I'm
Yeah,
thinking it's a good
I've
one.
never heard of a code thing though. I've never had them ask me to. I mean, I've
Well,
had shit delivered to my house that was worth $500-600, and they never asked me for no code.
Yeah, I think it's something new they may be starting, you know?
Maybe they've had a lot of people walking up and pretending they're living at a house, just standing there, and they grab a package and walk off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe on expensive items, they're requiring you come to the door now.
Yeah.
And they don't just drop it and leave it, you know, because then they have to replace that if it gets stolen, you know.
Yep. Yeah, I walked out yesterday, or day before, it was yesterday. I'm trying to think of what day, whenever I got yeah, it was yesterday. I was walking out of the house yesterday to go do something. Oh, Sunday. As I opened the door, I turned around, the delivery guy standing right there.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't start a system like that, where if it's over a certain amount, you have to be there to pick it up. And maybe the code thing's just a two-step type verification thing. I don't know. I've never had them do that to me before.
Yeah, it was something new.
Well, the thing of it is, what makes more sense, because I've seen this before, was you sign in and it says, can we send you a code? They send you a code to your phone, and then you verify it with your phone. Because they send it to you, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think it's a code thing like that. I think what it is it's just because of the cost of the item.
Yeah.
So they probably set a new policy, like anything over $100 or $200 has to be actually checked in with the person that bought it and make sure that they are handed it, so they can't come back later and say, oh, somebody stole it off my porch. Because there's people that will call up Amazon to report something missing and it never actually went missing. They're just trying to get free shit from Amazon.
Oh, go get it. Let's
Well,
look.
Because
what I
Amazon
notice
will
now
actually,
is they always take pictures of it, like on your porch or whatever.
right, but you could say I got home and it wasn't there, right? And they don't ask for a police report or anything. They'll just be like, okay, we'll replace it, you know? Well, what if that's like a $500 item they left on your porch and you're just trying to scam Amazon, right? To get two of them for the price of one, right? People do that shit all the time with Amazon. Amazon will actually flag your account. If you call in and make too many complaints, or you're calling and constantly saying that shit is missing, eventually they'll flag your account and they'll kill your account and tell you can't shop with them anymore.
Yep.
Because eventually they'll catch on to it, like, yeah, this person's just making way too many claims. This shit's being stolen.
So TJ the porch pirate isn't going to work.
Oh yeah, the porch pirate.
Oh no, in Florida they just signed that law in about porch pirates too. That shit, you can get a lot of trouble now for stealing packages off someone's porch. That's a felony now.
Does that include tiki
Stop
torches?
And tiki torches.
That's
You be nice to her.
I think they upped that to like a second-degree felony now. Like it's a serious felony now if you get caught stealing packages off people's porches.
Yeah, that's
Like
why we have that.
That's
That's why we have that the ring cam.
Yeah, but you're also in a gated community, aren't you?
Yeah.
And now, do you have security at the gates when you have to come in and out?
Yeah, only
Yeah,
when he
'cause
flies
people have
through
to-
the checkpoint.
Yeah, because people
back
have to
there.
like call in and tell
Look that
them who's coming and all that stuff.
By the Christmas
Yeah,
tree.
so you have less of a, not to say it would never happen, but you have a less of a chance of something getting stolen.
Yeah.
Then if it was stolen, it most likely would be one of your neighbors that did it.
Yeah, I would just have to find out who though. But I don't think anybody. Oh, I
But-
don't know.
The newer, but these days, man, everybody's got security systems that they went to Walmart and bought. So now you go down to the walk down the street, dude, you're going to be on 45 cameras within a quarter mile.
Yeah.
TJ, didn't you take your drone and fly through the checkpoint?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, Like I
Yeah, just a few months after he got that notice from the HOA, they were
Yep.
pissed he was flying his drone around.
Yeah.
that damn Karen guy, like he was crazy. Like he was going crazy. He said I was flying near his bedroom window, which I was not doing at all. Like I was just flying over like the other houses and stuff. He said I was flying near his bedroom window.
Was he on the same street as you? Do you know who it was?
No, I have no idea who he was. He just came around the corner. I was just standing outside on my patio out here. He's like, "Hey, Dad, you flying, man? I'm gonna pull you to the HOA. You're spying on me." I was not spying
So
on
like,
him.
what you should have
Well,
yelled back is, "I'm gonna check
He
the
comes
watts."
around the corner with his cell. He literally had his cell phone in his hand.
Playing with you.
I should have told him, man, look at you. You're already being spied on. You got a cell phone in your hand.
Well, what you should have said was,
Hey, look.
"Do you have any outstanding wants or warrants?"
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Because
look.
he wants to be too private, you know.
Yeah.
No.
You could be TJ, the laughing bounty hunter.
That look.
Dude, even before I was into drones, I would see a drone fly over my house or something, and I would
Did
just
we change
wave
your
at it.
diaper?
I didn't give a shit. Like I don't care.
You need a diaper
Still,
change?
I don't care if you're watching me.
Yeah.
What am I doing
Yeah.
that's so interesting to you if you were
You
watching?
got BB?
Yeah.
Give a
Exactly.
crap.
Let me change your diaper.
Ain't gonna do anything to me. Ain't gonna ruin my life. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
People just think that they're so interesting that somebody is willing to sit there and stare at them with the drone.
Put the ball.
But then they also don't realize when you're 200 feet in the air, you look like a fucking ant anyway.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to drop out, lads. I've just had a phone call. I've got to go and help my sister do something.
Okay, you go help your
See you
sister.
later, Mike.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like a lot of the newer drones, yeah, they have the really good zooms on them now, but at the same time, it's like a lot of times you're just flying over to get to where you're going, and people make a big deal about it. Now, there have been people out there that have legit done stuff with drones like that. There was that guy that was just arrested last year for using he was doing CP stuff with his drone, actually spying in little kids' windows, and the police department actually got the footage and arrested the guy. So that was like not a rumor, that was legit what he was doing. But you know, that's a very small percentage.
Yeah.
Total amount of people that are flying. I mean, very small percentage. People just, people are stupid.
So Loki is not sure of her yet. Every time she starts petting him, he growls a little bit.
Or watch him though, Joe.
And he's the only one I'm worried about.
Well, what you can do is just put a little shock collar on her. When she gets too close to, just hit the button.
Yeah.
Not my dogs. My dogs are real protective of the kids. They don't fuck with the kids, but if you mess with the kids, they get pissed.
Yeah,
No, you put the shock collar on your granddaughter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that will go over well.
Yeah.
And you teach her by saying no, no, no. And if she does it anyway, beep.
I know what I'm eating today. Riley's got their bacon cheeseburgers on sale for $1.99.
Oh, Riley's got bacon cheeseburgers on sale.
Like Tyson. Tyson don't like you screwing with the kids. He gets really pissed off.
Here comes Don the Mudball.
Tyson. Come here, buddy.
She's sitting down there and Logan's panting, and so she started panting like him. You need me to change your diaper?
Hi, guys.
Mommy, I'm playing dead.
Calling me mommy. Call me Papa.
Huh? I told you
Nah.
Go lay with your baby. Yeah, go over and lay with your baby. Yeah, I know. She's your little best friend. I know.
Well, he tried to get her to hug him, and she took her
Oh.
hand out and pushed him away.
Oh,
Like, yeah, Tyson's opposite with the kids, man. He's especially Aubrey. That's his little best buddy. He spends a lot of time with her. If I go over there and mess with her, he gets super pissed off. He's very protective of the kids. And he doesn't like when I mess with his mommy either. He gets real mad. Yeah, I'll go over there and pretend I'm hitting Sarah. He gets really mad. He'll start shaking and growling and barking at me.
Only playing.
Not eat?
It's funny too. Like Tyson will protect whoever the smallest one is. So if like Sarah's getting Aubrey, he gets mad at Sarah. If I'm messing with Sarah, he gets mad at me. He protects whoever he thinks is the weaker one out of the two.
Eat? Want a bottle?
So, anything interesting going on today for everybody? I heard shot collaring a kid, but
Yeah, that's Paul. I'm gonna put my disclaimer back up. Hold on.
That was Paul's suggestion. Put shock collars on small children.
Yeah, put shock collars on little kids. That's how you train them.
Yeah, I got it. I can't keep that like that. I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer up. Yeah, just in case.
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, it worked for TJ.
Now I could totally see putting a shock collar on TJ.
Yeah.
He gets distracted easy.
He'd be bouncing around the house, wouldn't he?
Now you take TJ to like Disney World or something, and he starts getting distracted. Ooh, butterfly! Like, no, come here. And you just hit him.
A butterfly.
Ooh, Mickey Mouse.
Oh, that's funny. What's up, Steve?
Like that time he went to the Teeny Martini bar and he was on camera and he was sitting there dancing in front of the camera and his wife came over and grabbed him and was like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
She started dragging TJ away on camera while we were watching him live.
That was pretty funny that day.
Yeah, and then we were talking about Joe got some thing from Amazon. I guess he has to give the driver a code in order to get the TV or the monitor today.
Yeah,
Which is something weird because I've never had Amazon do that before. Like I said, they may have been switching their policy because of the amount of theft that's been going on and stuff. So now it might be anything over a certain amount that you have to be at the door to pick up. They're not just going to leave it anymore. I mean, granted, yeah, in a perfect world, yeah, you should be able to order packages. But if you're ordering a few $100s worth of shit and you're not planning on being home, I mean, that's kind of, I don't want to say irresponsible as you as the purchaser. You should be there to grab it, but or have a plan, set in place to be able to get it. Because we don't live in a perfect world, so the chances of your shit getting stolen is a lot higher probability. I watched some body cam footage the other day. It was pretty funny. This girl stole like $200 worth of Victoria's Secret shit off this girl's porch that she ordered. So the cops show up to the girl's house as they figure out who stole it. They show up to the house. The girl, they go back and forth with this girl for like 20 minutes, and they say, either you return the stuff or we're going to take you to jail and we're going to come in the house looking for it. And then they finally bring the package out and hand it to her, and the girl starts going through all the stuff that's in the package along with her shipping manifest to see if everything's there. And there was one item missing, and it was a pair of underwear, and they ended up finding out the girl had them on. She was wearing them.
Justin's
Donald's like, what? I'm trying to imagine the investigation that uncovered that.
Uncovered it? Yeah.
Well, what it was she... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, my son's almost girlfriend, I don't know if she's a girlfriend, was saying that she was telling him yesterday. She said, yeah, I ordered some stuff from Target, went in there and got it. When I got in the car, it was missing some stuff. So I went back in and told them I didn't get this. It wasn't in the package. Like this. So they didn't ask her to look at the package. They looked at it kind of funny, went and found the stuff and gave it to her. So she got home. She says, I got home and went through the package and it was in the bottom. All of them. All three things. She goes, but maybe I shouldn't be telling you that. He said, did you bring it back in? She goes, no. He said, but maybe I shouldn't be telling you that. You know? Being a cop, you know. He said, what Target was it?
The right thing would have been to take it back, though.
Yeah.
He had to do the same thing you have to do, Joe. He said like his cousin had to sign or give a passcode for his Netgear, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's because it was on when I went to purchase it. It said someone has to be there to receive it, an adult.
And there's been a couple of times where I had that happen to me, and then I realized I fucked up, and so I called back and apologized profusely. I was like, because I got pissed off about it, and yeah, I can't keep something. I had to just take it back and give it to him.
Yeah, I couldn't do it because I look at it this way: if it's a $5 item somewhere in the neighborhood, it's going to cost in the future. It's going to cost me $50. You know, something else is going to cost me $50.
I got $1 extra in change once. I stopped at a convenience store on the way to school, and I got $1 extra in change, and I realized it once I was driving down the road. I was sitting there, I started just doing the math in my head. So after class, I went back home, stopped off at the same convenience store, walked in and said, here, I got something earlier, and I got $1 extra worth of change, and this belongs in your register. And they looked at me like I was crazy. It's like, you're the one that's going to come up short.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't my $1 to keep.
I did that one day. I went into the dollar store and I told you guys I paid that. I think it was like $20 or something. I handed the girl, and it was like $10 worth of shit, and she put 18 something back in my bag, and I didn't, she didn't like sit out and count it out to me. She counted it at the register, and she went to hand it to me, and I just opened the bag. I said, just drop it in the bag. So that's what I'll do sometimes to be real quick so I can get out of the way for somebody else. I'll just tell them, drop the change in the bag, and then when I get home, I'll get it out, put it back in my wallet and all that. And I got home and realized that she had gave me like $8 or $9 more than she was supposed to. And I went back and gave it back to her. And that poor girl couldn't count worth of shit. Because she was having trouble with another customer right before I came in. I felt bad for her, but I was like, I'm not taking that. Yeah, not around here, dude. I'm not getting put on Facebook for supposedly getting $9 more than I was supposed to walking out the store. So I said, oh, around here, dude, you still a pack of gum and your ass is going to be all over Facebook.
Yeah, that sheriff will be on TV saying, we've authorized store owners to shoot over a pack of gum. I mean, it's not their gum. So if you're going to come down to Florida and try and steal a pack of gum, you better be a fast chewer because we're going to smoke your ass.
That's exactly what it would be.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, she's walking around eating a graham cracker, and they're all her friends right now saying, "Drop it, please, drop it."
Justin, are you gonna be here for a while?
yeah, you're good.
Okay, because I gotta take Mia to go get her nails trimmed.
All right.
You want me to make you host or?
Make sure they give you your flea shot while you're there.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
distemper
as long
shot.
as one of us is co-host, yeah.
I just made you host, Justin.
Okay.
He's gonna get a rabies shot.
His rabies shot.
Steve said DJI is now requiring signatures for drone deliveries too, which doesn't surprise me because, like I said, there's a lot of people that may lie and say they didn't get the package just to try to get something free.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the replacement of Avata too. I mean, Avata. I had to sign for it. DJI.
Because now, like when I usually go meet the Amazon driver outside, I'll keep an eye on the deliveries, and I'll wait till it shows the 9 stops away, and then when it says you're next, I'll go outside and stand outside the door and wait for him so I can walk up and get it from him. And every time it will show me on the delivery notice, it will say handed to resident. So they notate that in there that they actually handed it to the person that lived there. But with that code, that's just going to double verify that you actually took an item.
I don't, if I ever order stuff off of Amazon and I'm not home, they just leave it by the door and then I'll go get it when I get home. Like they'll take a picture and then they'll email it to me and said that it was left by my front door.
Yeah.
That's how I found out my neighbor got all my Amazon packages one day, because they took a picture of the front door, so I just went down the road, up and down my street till I found the door in the picture, and I knocked on the door and they tried to play stupid for 5 minutes, so they didn't know they had my packages.
Yeah.
And then they finally, oh well, we didn't realize they weren't ours. We didn't even look at the name.
Lay down.
Bullshit.
Lay down.
Yeah, I went back and forth with these people for like 5 or 8 minutes before they finally gave me my fucking packages. And then there's one house on the next street over that has the same address, just different street name. And I always get their shit from Temu. Whoever delivers the Temu packages always delivers their shit to our door. So I always walk it over there. Like I walked outside one day and there was this big ass Temu package. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I walked over there and I realized what address it was. I walked over there and handed it to the lady. I said, hey, somebody just delivered this to my house. But now we've gotten to the point now where shit has been delivered to their house and mine. So we just give each other our shit back.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they mix these addresses up.
How does the driver of the of whoever's delivering, how did they get the address mixed up?
I don't know, because we have the same address number, but the roads are completely different names. And they're 2 straight roads that are side by side. So how they get that confused? Maybe
because
it's
they're lining out their packages and they just in their heads they get.
Yeah, it could be a GPS error too. I don't know.
You're driving all day long, and they're not really going to. They're not punching the GPS for this address. They just kind of. They know where their route.
But yeah, I actually got her school photos one day in the mail. I thought it was our kids' photos, and I opened them up. And
man, these are good-looking kids. Oh shit, they're not ours.
Because that's what I thought it was, one of our kids. I didn't even look at the name. I was like, oh, the pictures are in. So I started opening it up and I pull it out. I said, fuck's kid is this? And I look at the address. I was like, oh, fucking, it was their kid. So I walked over there. I said, I'm so sorry I opened them, but I got your pictures back. So
I just realized that yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of getting the news that I was being downsized.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
been
y'all-
that. Fuck,
y'all's
that's been
company-
that long.
Been a year.
Oh,
So y'all's company's getting downsized?
oh. Well,
I got
shit.
downsized last year. So
The doctor sends a memorial thing every year.
well, you know, I just got tired of carrying that much around.
Tina.
You know, technically my last day was September 1st, but yesterday was the day that I got the news.
Yeah, I remember that when you were telling us about that.
You know,
Nope, there's a couple things that happened that day, Lance, and one was more important in my head. You know, sure, people died, but I lost my job.
Oh, Jesus.
Sure, homes that they've had for generations got burned down. That's fine, but I was told I had one more month of employment.
What's the Lahaina fire or whatever?
That was, remember when Hawaii caught on fire, the whole island?
Oh, I think so.
Molly.
What do you mean you think so? It was like international news for like 2 weeks, 2 or 3
Oh,
weeks. That
yeah,
was all they were
okay,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, that was all those they were testing out those weapons. Worked pretty well, didn't it?
That might have been the week that TJ discovered Dora the Explorer. He dove pretty deep into that.
He had his own things going on. We get it.
That's funny.
I was watching that video that Lance put in the chat yesterday that that guy
Which
took of
one?
all the drone footage of it.
Yep.
And it did look like the residential areas did start to come back pretty good, but the industrial area, the commercial area still doesn't look like they've done really anything.
Yeah, it is coming back, but it doesn't ever. And I don't know how it is there. I mean, they get volcanoes and stuff
Down
all the
there.
time
Go down.
that wipe out houses and stuff. But speaking from the Joplin tornado experience, yeah, all the houses came back, but it's still, the architecture is not the same. It's a scar. You go along and you get to the path of the tornado, and you can tell something is different about this area of
Nice.
town.
Tina, be nice.
Now, when that happened in Joplin, did they like change any of the roads around, or did that
No.
pretty much stay the same?
No, they left the roads.
Okay.
I think they
that's
might
fine.
have changed. I have not
You
been
can play with
down by there where my my great grandfather's house used to be,
Uh-huh.
and it was a weird little cul-de-sac type area. They might have changed that. I haven't been down there to see, but mostly, it scoured the houses and stuff, left the roads.
Tina. She likes you.
Yeah, I never
Man, that's
never
nuts.
been through a tornado. That's one of the few things I haven't been through. I've been through earthquakes, hurricanes.
I've never actually
I-
been in a tornado. I've seen tornadoes.
I've only ever seen one in person,
Yeah.
but it was like 20 miles away, and it was like I was pretty safe where I was at. It wasn't coming anywhere near where we were at, but we could see it because it was out in the Midwest, where it was all flat. You could see for miles,
Oh, did Lance?
I'll
TJ, did
never-
Lance send you a picture of himself nude?
No.
I thought you were complimenting him. Pretty nuts.
No.
Darn fine nuts there, Lance.
No.
Pretty nuts, Lance.
Lance got that manscaping going.
funny.
All right, I gotta stop doing stupid, dirty puppet shows for
Where's Tina?
TJ and get back to doing invoices.
Tina. Oh, oh, Lord, breathe, TJ. Oh, oh, sound like the dog.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
TJ.
That's pretty good. That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny. Yeah. That's funny.
I can totally see TJ role playing with one of those dead cats. Wife walks in, he's doing the Captain Morgan stance.
What the hell are you doing? I'm practicing.
Wait now.
Ginger
Wait now.
nuts.
Where was my?
That's funny.
Really?
That's pretty good.
TJ's hitting the little dead cat with some Just for Men. He goes, I want to at least look my age.
What are you talking about? That does look my age.
Oh. God.
Oh, Lord, what's that? That's a new one.
I never heard him hit that tone before.
It made me look up. I thought he was about to pass out or something.
I think it was him laughing mixed with a little bit of disgust. Because he pictured it. All right.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny.
You like Tina?
That's pretty
Let me
good.
change the diaper.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny.
You need a diaper change?
That's pretty good.
Little me. You need a diaper?
That's pretty funny.
Come on, let's go change the diaper.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Let's go change the diaper.
That's pretty funny. Nervous testicles. That's funny.
You're always happy, huh?
That's good.
That's not.
That's funny.
Hey, you do the most interesting man in the world, TJ. I don't always cover my balls, but when I do, it's with the dead cat.
Need a drink? Don't touch your tail.
That's funny.
Oh, good. I lost an estimate that I had sent somebody, so then I got the shoot scheduled for Friday, and I was like, I don't remember what how much I told them.
Yeah, that's not good. That's never good.
I figured it out.
Well, did you email him the estimate or message him?
Yes, that's where I found it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
And I put it. Oh, I know exactly where it's at. I already started a client, an edit folder, and it is in there.
Come here.
Yeah.
Lily.
There it is.
Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there
Normally,
it is.
normally I don't. I'll do the estimate. I'll keep that in a separate folder. But then once I start production, I'll move it into that production folder. So I've got all my scripts and estimates and everything in that folder. And I started the folder for production early.
Lily, go up on that.
Which?
No.
I didn't want to.
Go sit up there. Go sit up there. Not there. On top. Go up.
That gets me.
TJ, you keep. Yeah, TJ, if you keep twisting that mustache, you're just gonna look like that.
That's what I want to try to get it to look like, just like that.
A lot of work.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna curl it out and then do like half circles on it.
Give yourself a little accent when you're talking to people. That's absurd.
Are you tired? Sleepy?
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Bye.
I find your entire statement to be very shallow and pedantic.
You look at this book. This book.
He'll be going through drive-thrus. Can we dispense with the niceties and just hand over the Big Mac forthwith?
Forthwith.
That's absurd. That's funny. That's funny. That's absurd. That's great. That's pretty funny.
Excuse me, but are these the only nugget sauces you have, or do you have something a little more gourmet?
A little more gourmet.
A little more proper.
A little more proper. Indubitably.
The handlebar mustache does come with a free Second World War aircraft of your choice.
I don't think it would be. I don't think it would have. I don't think you would be able to get of your choice. I'm thinking it would have to be a dirigible. Dirigible.
Yeah. Close enough.
Dirigible.
Great.
Yep.
It doesn't sound right when I say it. It sounds like I'm missing a syllable.
Look in your
That's because you need to
magic
get
shelf.
a
Bookshelf.
you need to get a mustache like TJ first.
Dirigible.
Yeah, dirigible. I can see it. I can picture the word in my head. I can spell it. But when I say it, it feels like I'm short a syllable. Weird.
Well, it's not a dirigible.
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 It's a dirigible.
How about we say Goodyear blimp? How about that?
No, not with a handlebar mustache. You're not flying a blimp. You're flying a dirigible. With a handlebar mustache, good sir.
What was the one? What was the one that exploded?
Hindenburg.
Yeah, the Hindenburg. When I was in the Marine Corps, right? I'm in the Marine Corps. One of the guys was talking about it and said that it was his great uncle or somebody in his family, I can't remember who it was doing the video when it happened, was doing the pictures when it happened.
Uh-huh.
Like that. And I said, yeah, right. Like this. It says, yeah, every time it's shown, they get royalties on it. Like that. And I said, yeah, okay. sucker went and got the documentation to show me. I said, man, God darn.
Please spell it, Dawn. It is DRGBLE and throw in a couple I's in the middle there.
Adorable. Adorable.
DIRI DIRIGIBLE.
Adorable.
I have to kind of close my eyes and read it. That's right? I'm gonna have to type it in because that's
Adorable.
Well, Alexa just pronounced it the way we did.
So that's what you need to do, TJ. Get you an old-timey looking suit. Get your mustache all put in a handlebar and go to McDonald's and talk down to him.
I don't go.
and do what?
You can go into
Alexa,
McDonald's and talk
Play
down
the
to
bunny
him.
song.
Talk to all the coworkers in McDonald's.
It's like, I ordered 10 nuggies, good sir.
10 nuggies. and I'll have a double quarter pounder with that, please.
There you go.
Hell with quarter pounders. Go to rallies today. I'd like to have 3 of your bacon cheeseburgers, please.
3 of your finest burgers, sir.
Yeah, bacon cheeseburgers at rallies, $1.99 today.
French fries. Are you expecting me to eat something created by the Gauls?
French fries.
Hey, that's catch. Somebody's knocking on my door.
Nothing touches this booty but pure silk, sir.
Original.
That's funny.
That was cats.
Adjective capable of being steered, guided, or directed. A
Oh,
dirigible.
yes. Better than dirigible, an airship.
Oh,
A dirigible.
An airship. He needs to call it just an airship. I pilot an airship. Excuse me, good sir. I piloted my airship a great many days to arrive here. Could I have a Big Mac, please?
Alexa, play some kids songs.
That's funny.
Yeah, the Hindenburg going down was kind of horrendous, but when you realize that most of the people that were on the Hindenburg survived, it's not as bad. There were a lot of deaths, but most of the people survived because they were so low to the ground they were able to just jump out. People just jumped out and ran.
Yeah, those things are fucking death traps to begin with, though. I think they were kind of dangerous with the way they were inflating them and stuff, weren't they?
Inflating with hydrogen, yeah.
They were also called Zeppelins.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and I love the pictures of them docking, like on skyscrapers, like in New York, on the top floor of the skyscrapers.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's amazing. It's like I would love to have had that worked and had that be part of if it would have continued. That would have been. I just love that idea of an alternate history where dirigibles were used.
That's his word of the day now. Now you got to work that word into
delectable.
at least 2 conversations today.
What word?
dirigibles.
Well, I was the one that brought up the word up to begin with. I just, for some reason, it didn't sound right when I said it. But when I thought it and spelled it in my head, everything worked out right. But have you never done that? Have a word that you don't use very often, and you know how to spell it, and you say it, and when you hear it coming out of your mouth,
there's a word that you try to say like a bunch of times.
I don't mind when people mispronounce a word. I don't really fault somebody for mispronouncing a word, because that means they taught themselves, they learned by reading something, and because they read it, they came up with their own pronunciation for it. So
Oh, they didn't show yet?
So now if they just pronounce stuff wrong, because like Justin drives me nuts because he says supposedly all the time, and that drives me nuts. And there's no B in supposedly, there's supposedly.
Supposedly.
But I forgive Justin because, but I don't forgive him because he learned that word from reading. I obviously doesn't read.
Okay, you're the expert, Justin. Justin, you're the expert. Why don't I have a chat on Safari, but I have a chat on Google? And don't tell me because Safari sucks.
Chat? What do you mean chat?
The chat on the side of Paul Murray's stream.
You don't have it on Safari?
Yeah, it's not showing up in Safari since yesterday.
Weird. Let me open up Safari real quick. And
on any streams. I'm wondering if there's something going on with them.
It's definitely the browser, but why it's doing it is a whole different question. I don't know.
It's like, where is my Safari? Let's go to YouTube.
And then I'm going to revert back to the question or the answer you told me not to say. It's because Safari sucks.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Do live chat.
The fact that I've got a Mac and I had to go look for Safari because I don't use it.
I started using Edge more. I like Edge. They've really gotten really good with Edge.
I use Chrome.
Well, see, I got my Chrome all connected to my Edge, so it has all my stuff from Google, but I use Edge itself as a search engine. And then on my phone, I actually have two search engines on my homepage. I have Google and Edge, so I can use either one.
Paul Murray live.
What's Michael like?
I don't. It's showing up for me on Safari.
I wonder if I got a setting or something. Something changed. I don't know. I'm going through every setting thing. I can't find anything that says show chat, don't show chat. It's got the block, but it's blank.
Okay, it's got the box. Refresh. See if that
I did
helps.
refresh.
Okay.
Did all that.
Because when I came up, the box was blank for a second and then popped up.
Maybe it did that to me.
It could be.
It did that to me a couple of weeks ago.
But it could depend on what firmware each one of your computers is on too. Because that could be some kind of update with the computer itself too.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I can't update mine anymore. Just Apple.
That's all one ecosystem. Your Safari, your Mac. So
what system are you on?
Let me look. This is a couple years old.
Oh, okay. I'm on the current Sonoma.
I'm on Catalina 10.15.7.
You guys are on two different firmwares. So
two different operating systems entirely.
It can't do it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is
i3.
And the thing is the if your computer gets to a point where it can't update no more, eventually all the websites, everything are going to start acting weird because they're updating, but your computer's not, and it can't process some of the stuff that the newer site updates on the sites are.
That's what I
may
think
be an
happened.
issue. That may be your issue. I don't know because I don't have a Mac because I don't buy junk, but you know.
It is the 2019.
You don't buy a Mac because you don't buy junk.
Just giving Joe shit.
I was just
Well,
say for editing, Macs have always been king.
Yeah,
Yep,
but you can build a PC that is equal or might even rival a Mac to a certain extent.
Well,
you can build a PC that will equal or rival until something is updated, and then everything breaks and goes to hell. So you don't have the consistency of a Mac.
Well, it's more of a closed system, yes. And that's
Right.
why I've always
so
said
that's why
that
Macs are for professional use, for professional editing. Macs, you would lose money. Well, I guess once you get PC that is set, do not touch it.
Well, like Joe even said, the PC he has that he just recently purchased, that thing can edit and do things 10 times faster than that Mac can.
Well, I've always said that my next computer that I have to buy will probably be a PC, and it's going to be a huge learning curve for me.
Well, and I've always said Mac does have its place because honestly, and I've always said this, people like Paul that aren't really good with understanding the inner workings of a computer.
Let me see.
A Mac is great for somebody like Paul. He would have way less problems with a Mac than he would have.
See, that comes down to what I've told my brother. He loved getting Linux, the latest installation of Linux, and doing this and that, and getting into the nuts and bolts and really getting into stuff. And it's like some people like to work on computers. Some people like to work with computers.
But yeah, like Paul, a Mac would work great for because it would it's more likely to keep him from doing something to the computer itself than where PC will allow you to do stupid shit to it.
Right. And that's the thing. If you like to do work with computers,
one more time, say it.
Get something that you're not gonna have to think about computers. You want to think about the work you're doing. I want to think about editing. I don't want to think about why is this driver not working.
Right. So Mac does have its place to a certain extent. I like the learning curve of learning stuff, so I like the PCs app.
There used to be a saying that, or a joke that every commercial for PC, every PC commercial that was out there was edited on a Macintosh. Although I've been editing on Macs for years, but before Macintoshes were able to handle NLEs on their own, I was editing on a Sphere, which was a standalone box. It was a computer. I don't know what system it ran, but it ran on its own. It was an NLE on its own, and you used the Macintosh for just the interface to talk to that other computer.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell is David talking about? Some kind of competition?
Yeah, I saw that. I think
competition.
Not as confused as Paul looking at a computer screen.
Oh, the giveaway I did. What did David give away?
Last thing I remember he gave away was a copy of Euro Trucks.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I was going down through the things that David could have given away, his dignity.
Nobody wants Laura. Don't do that, David. And I mean, it's the same way with cell phones, right? Like, if you're somebody I think if you're somebody that's not any bit technical at all, and you don't want to get into any of that, I think an iPhone's better for you because Android's the same way. Android will allow you to sideload shit that's not supposed to be on the phone, and you could sideload something that has some kind of malware or something in it and not know it.
Here comes David.
Donald, I'll give away your dignity if you don't have any.
I knew when I said that, I was like, oh, he's going to come after me. He's going to have to come out. Nope, he came in and
come on, Donald. Self-deprecating.
Good job.
But
That's
Hey, give
the
away
British
Laura.
humor. It's British humor is either I'm gonna really dig you, or then just turn around and be self-deprecating. There's no middle ground.
Nope.
Hey, Laura, pack it in.
I'm gonna
You can say
I'm
what you
gonna
want
talk
about
myself down before you have a chance to.
Go change your diaper.
Laura. You can say what you want
Oh,
about
Paul
Laura.
just
She's not
fell.
here.
Change your diaper. Come on.
Come
Paul
back
just
home.
left.
Well, eat.
Well, David,
No,
to be fair, I never say anything about anybody unless they're there to
Change your diaper.
Exactly.
hear it.
That's good.
You hungry?
Except
there
for
he is.
except
That's
for
how it
sometimes
should
I
be.
do make fun
Bottle?
of Art's ventriloquism, but I feel bad about that sometimes.
Okay, you got host back, Paul?
Yeah.
I was just about to give it back to you.
Come on. No, this way. We gotta go in there.
No, but yeah, I think Mac's a good way for people, even with cell phones.
Come on.
I think that it's a better option for especially the older people that don't like all the
Yeah.
crazy shit. Because, like I said, Android will get you in trouble too, just like a PC will if you're not careful. If you don't understand the inner workings of it, or have some basic knowledge.
Now, I say that my next computer will probably be a PC, but it really depends. I
won't.
love
It
the
won't.
compatibility and the interaction between an iPad and a Mac. I really enjoy that
Well,
seamless.
It's the same way if you're on PC, you'll have a more enjoyable experience between your cell phone or your tablet if it's Android than you will trying to cross-platform iPhone.
Yeah.
You know, an
But
iPhone.
That's true. I guess that's true.
It's a pain in the
But
ass.
Donald, I can guarantee 100% your next computer will be a Mac, because every time I've said fuck Microsoft, I'm going over to Mac, I've gone out and bought a fucking PC. Every time I've said fuck Android, I'm going over to Apple, I've gone out and bought a fucking Samsung.
Because you bought what you're
The
used
way
to.
it is. It's just what it is.
No.
Well, and you're at the end of the day, though, David, you like to be able to do what you want to do with your system.
Yeah.
Where Mac, you are limited of what you can do because it doesn't allow you to do a lot of things.
Which is why I'm
Like you-
protesting against Windows 11, because they are trying to go down the Mac route.
Because, like I said, if you go with you know, Android, I can go to whatever side I want and I can side load a program. I can do a lot of other things to it. I can go into the developer options. I can unlock and turn off a lot of shit. Where Apple's not going to allow you to do any of that because they have a closed ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just be warning, Justin. She's getting a graphics card tomorrow and a new power
Oh,
supply.
nice.
So
Yeah,
fucking
if I wanted to game, I would definitely get a PC.
oh yeah. PC definitely for gaming. For editing and software, I'd say Mac. It's all down to that sort of thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Intel is going down the shitter
Again.
one day at a time. Dude, AMD is like on top now. Intel fucked themselves bad this past. No, because now there is. They found out that they'd known since 2021 or 2020 that their processors were having huge issues and hadn't said nothing to nobody. They held that shit in for almost 2 or 3 years and didn't tell anybody. And now it's all coming to light. And now all these companies are starting to jump ship with Intel and switch all their stuff over to AMD now because of it. And AMD just cut 17,000 jobs. They're trying to cut $10 billion off the top of their company to save money. And you know, one of the things that they cut that I thought was fucking hilarious, all the free complimentary waters for employees in lobbies.
No.
That was on their list of shit they were cutting.
No water for you.
I wish YouTube
I saw
had
something
the ability to let people download a high quality version of. That's one thing. Vimeo. I used to use Vimeo all the time, and it's great because you have a copy there. You always have a current copy, and anybody can give them a download link, and then you can replace that copy, and it replaces, and you just keep the same download link. If I make any changes now for something I'm hosting on YouTube, I have to upload a new video, get a new download link, and get it to them. I wish
Oh,
you could
yeah.
replace videos.
Michael, all the major tech channels are covering it. J2 Cents, Linus Tech. I can't think of the other channel, but yeah, all of them have been covering it for the past 2-3 weeks. And
So what's the
talking
issue
about the
with
whole.
them?
They're some of the chips are having issues with corrosion. Other ones they're having issues with extreme overheating.
Yeah, there was a report of a memory leak or something on one of their older.
And then there's some that are having so it will give you like, say you're going to game, right? It will give you a GPU error saying that you don't have enough memory for this game, right? And you're talking about a 4090 with 24 gigs of memory on it, can't even run Fortnite, is what the CPU is telling the computer.
Yeah, well,
but that's not the case. Like, that is more than enough power, if not 5 times the power it needs to run the game. And so people are having to underclock the CPU to just get rid of that error.
Well, for years now, I've always said Intel is more your office bullshit type of computer if you just want to surf. They're a bit like a Chromebook now. Ryzen is for your gaming.
Well, I mean, both of them can. I would say they're both.
Can.
What the both chips can do, they're pretty much on par with each other. But like I said, with the issues that Intel has now come to light on of what their chips have been up to the last few years, has really tainted their image.
Oh, so Michael wasn't wanting to buy a audio recorder yesterday. He was wanting to buy an MP3 player that looks like an audio recorder.
But that's the thing is, AMD now is going to be king. Dude, that's going to just throw AMD on the top for processors now. They pretty much just handed the door to AMD and said, here you go, here's the kingdom. Because like I said, if you watch J2 Cents and Linus Tech's videos, they've been covering it. A bunch of big ass companies are jumping ship with Intel on some of their, I don't know what they are, like some kind of servers they're using. They're using Intel for it. And they've been having issues with failure rates. And one of them actually switched over to AMD and they found 100%, or was it a 80% jump in less failure rates by going over with AMD since they switched. They've had almost an 80% jump in success where they haven't been having issues.
But we're in AMD have picked up on the chip. They've lost out on the graphics cards because AMD Radeons now are fucking finished.
I mean, they still have good graphics cards, though. I mean, their high-end ones are still really good.
NVIDIA have taken...
NVIDIA, obviously, they've taken... I mean, NVIDIA just got valued as the #1 company in the world, so...
Yeah.
Obviously,
I've got a feeling NVIDIA is going to end up
share.
in the microchip processor market as well soon.
If NVIDIA was smart, they would just stay in their lane and keep doing what they're doing.
Now, they're going into the AI.
Oh, yeah, but what I'm saying is don't go trying to start doing all kinds of chips and other shit. Stay what you're doing.
They're going
stay
into
the course.
processors with AI built in. And they're going into graphics cards.
I would just stay the course with the graphics cards, keep improving on those, and don't try to branch out too much because companies... Sometimes when they do that, they lose focus on what they're really good at. And then that starts declining, and then it just turns their whole company into shambles.
Depends if they set it out as a separate entity. I mean, if you're going to go under the NVIDIA brand, graphics brand, and try going, this is an NVIDIA processor, then they are going to hit a wall. But if they go under a new name, then I can't see any problem with it.
Yeah, but like I said, I think when a company is really good at something, that's what their main focus should be on. And when they have that much of a dominance over the industry, like a certain, industry, because like I said, I've seen companies where they branched out, tried doing something else, and then they lost focus on what they were really good at, and then they fucked their whole company up overnight, or over the course of a few years, they fucked their company up because now their quality control on what they were really good at starts slipping. because that's not what they're focused on anymore. I think NVIDIA needs to stay in that lane, keep doing the graphics cards, keep focusing on that, improving on that, adding to that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're adding the processors to the graphics cards.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but they're focusing still on the graphics cards themselves.
Yeah, it's gonna basically your computer will have 2 processors in it. That's where I think it'll go first.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much what the graphics card's doing already, because it's taking a lot of the load off of the CPU to process stuff. I mean, that was the main reason they designed that's the whole point of graphics cards and why they designed them to begin with.
Yeah, I'm getting the 3060 tomorrow.
All
right. Who tickled TJ?
That's really obscene.
Things that make you go, right, TJ?
But
that's pretty good.
All vegetables.
You know, I wish they had the same services with movies that they do with
music.
Because like these days you can choose whoever music you want to go with, right? Like if you got Amazon Prime, you get Amazon Music for free, so there's no reason to pay Spotify or anybody else.
The only one that's got something different is YouTube, because one, it's got music videos, proper music videos, and 2, it's also got the old remixes.
I'm tired. I don't like streaming music. I want to be off grid sometimes with my music.
But you can do that. If you have like a Spotify account, you can download all the music, and then if you don't have internet connection, that music will still work.
Right. I miss my iPod, where I can go up and I can say, okay, I want to put these 4 or 5 albums of mine, physical media, onto it, and then go off and listen to those albums. And I think listening to albums, that's one thing that streaming music has kind of ruined, is listening to albums. People used to listen to entire albums. You'd buy an album and you would live with it for a week, and you would listen to all the songs on the album. And
but you can do that on Spotify.
But it's not conducive for it. It kind of wants you to browse and go to other stuff.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of like it's kind of like reading a book on the Kindle app on my iPad versus reading on my Kindle. My Kindle is a reading device, and that's what it's for. Whereas the iPad kind of has the internet, it has everything else, so it encourages me to go.
Yeah, you'll be in the middle of reading a book, and you'll get a notification for something. You'll be like, "Ooh!"
And I'll go chasing it.
Right? Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I mean, that's the great thing about Spotify and like Apple Music and even Amazon Prime Music is you can download the shit, and then say you go off grid, you go camping, you can still listen to that music without any internet connection, because you can download what music you want. And
that's if you pay the subscription fee, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the great thing these days too. Is
no, it's not great. I own physical copies because I only have to pay once.
Well, I know that, but the
I
great
hate
thing
subscription
about
stuff.
I kind of like the music subscription thing only because
look what happened to all the people with Redbox subscriptions recently.
Oh God.
People got Redbox and they were downloading movies, and they were told, "Hey, you download a movie, you own it." Then suddenly they get rid of their app. Well, now what happens to all those movies that I owned? They don't have access to them anymore.
There was one movie company that went bust, and they moved everything over to YouTube. Because when I go onto YouTube, it says I've got 4 movies.
They don't have that anymore, do they? Redbox? No, because I haven't seen it.
No, Redbox filed for Chapter 11. What was that, about a month or 2 ago?
No, I haven't seen any of like the Blockbuster ones anymore.
Oh, those have been gone for a long time. See, Blockbuster went to, once they closed all the stores, so they still own the name, and they started putting the movie boxes out like Redbox, but then they didn't last very long because Redbox had already kind of grabbed 90% of that market. So Blockbuster was kind of late to the game.
Blockbuster in America, isn't there? One
Yeah,
store.
there's one in Washington, I think, is the last one that's open. But that place makes tons of money because of the nostalgia.
It's the last one, yeah.
And people go in there and buy memorabilia. You can go in there and you can still get a Blockbuster membership and you can rent movies and you can buy movies and they sell merchandise. And yeah, that place actually makes really good money because of the nostalgia of it. A lot of people like to go in there. So yeah, it does make really good money. But they capitalized off of that, the people that own that. They realized, hey, this is a good way to make money because there is a lot of people out there that kind of wish Blockbuster was still around. But we all took our part in killing Blockbuster at the same time, right? Because then we were sitting at home and we were like, oh, we could just buy this movie for $5 right here. And boom, right up on your TV, right? Or watched it on your phone, whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever
and then
device you
streaming
use.
came, and then that was it. Game over.
Right, but we all took a part in it to a certain extent, which kind
No,
of
I'm
killed
taking no
Blockbuster.
responsibility.
I took no responsibility because I love physical media.
I'm taking
But,
no responsibility because I never used Blockbuster.
But did you ever stream anything why Blockbuster was still kind of around at the end?
Nope.
Yes, but because I didn't have a Blockbuster membership, I don't care.
But at the time, I guess stream. No, if I want to see something new, I would go to Blockbuster when it was still around because I'm relatively new to streaming anything because I had a free cable, and so I had like HBO Max, and I had all those.
Oh yeah, because you used to get it through your work, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And so I guess once they went to HBO Max, they started having on-demand stuff. And so I guess technically I did start streaming once they did that.
But it's like.
But that wasn't new releases. If I wanted something new, I would have gone.
But it's the same way with online shopping. A lot of people took in part in closing a lot of smaller retailers because
actually what killed them was the fact that they started releasing instead of releasing to video and then a couple months later farming out to streaming services. They were putting out on they put their stuff out on streaming services right after it came out in theaters.
Right.
Well, some of the films, I don't even go to the cinema, did he?
I mean, look at Star Wars back in the day. Star Wars was in the theaters, in some theaters, for a year.
Yeah.
For an entire year, it stayed in theaters. As long as it was selling tickets. Only after it stopped selling tickets in the theaters did they start rolling out to
something else.
Putting it on TV or putting it on a tape for rental.
Well, it's like I said, online shopping was a lot of the reason why a lot of malls shut down and stuff. And then there was a lot of businesses that didn't start conforming to the online market in time, and they killed themselves because they were still on the premise that, oh, people are still going to come in the store and buy things. And that wasn't the case. And then they didn't jump on the ship of online shopping quick enough.
Yeah, we have a shop over here called Iceland, and they were doing home delivery since the 80s. But their policy was you go in store, you buy all your shopping, you get to the till, you pay for it, they put it in boxes, and you leave it there, and then tell them when you'll be home and they'll drop it off at your door.
Well, that's kind of stolen from back in the day. I mean, you go back to the 50s, you'd have people call down to the local store because you knew people, and you'd say, hey, I need this. They'd have the delivery boy run it down the street.
Yeah.
So I guess that was kind of a form of not online, but on phone shopping.
Yeah, people, because you knew what you needed. You weren't going and just browsing as much. You knew what you needed for your pantry.
Yeah,
well, and the selection
there wasn't
wasn't
as much choice either.
Yeah.
There was a ton of choice, but you had to do it yourself.
Yeah, but if you wanted beans, you was going to the store and you was getting Heinz beans or,
No, you'd go, if you wanted beans, you would call down and say, hey, I need 10 pounds of dry beans for my pantry, and then you would make beans yourself.
I'm talking about right? We've had baked beans for years. Decades, centuries.
Apparently, Bean Talk gets TJ all riled up.
More beans, Mr. Daggett?
But but I mean, yeah, online shopping was the same thing though. It killed a lot of retailers. But like, even if Walmart wouldn't have jumped on the online bandwagon when they did, if they would have waited another year or two, that probably would have really hurt Walmart a lot worse.
Yep.
Because they kind of waited a little long to jump on it too.
Walmart was late to the game. The only thing that saved them is they had infrastructure already.
Yes.
And they were one of the only few retailers that were operating in the green. You know, they had tons of excess money to pour into it real quickly and get it off the ground as quick as possible, where a lot of retailers were struggling at the, you know, and to the point where they weren't making money.
Walmart was way behind the game on Tesco's over here when Walmart owned Asda. They were way behind on the game. In fact,
but now
Walmart damaged Asda.
But now if you look at the Walmart percentage of online business that they have in the grocery department, dude, Amazon tried to compete with them by buying Whole Foods, and they can't even get that share. Walmart pretty much took the online grocery from Amazon or anybody else. They're fucking massive when it comes to that now. I mean, you go into Walmart parking lot now, and there's 50 parking spaces just for online shopping.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, over here, Amazon do the online shopping through Morrison's, but Morrison's don't do their own home delivery service. They go through Amazon, and it's fucking expensive.
Walmart even has this one of their online packages that you can pay monthly for. They'll actually come and put the shit away for you in the house. They'll deliver it, bring it in the house, and they'll put it away for you.
Screw that. Could you imagine it? Fucking beans are in here somewhere, you bastards. Behind the peas.
But I mean, think about it for somebody that might be, you know.
Oh, yeah, for the elderly and stuff.
80 years old that's elderly, might live on their own in a wheelchair. That's great for them, right? They can call, have it ordered, have some young kid bring it in and throw it in their fridge and their pantry for them, and they're good to go. You know?
Are you talking about me again, Justin?
Hey, Justin.
Because you wouldn't order anything healthy anyway. It's all
Michael sent a picture to you by email of his MP3 setup to show to me.
Okay, let me pull my email up real quick.
I actually got rid of one of my MP3 players the other week.
I still have my old Square iPod.
Eat that then.
But it's got a bad battery and the connection is all jacked up. And I'm wanting to see if my son will crack it open, replace the battery, close it back up so I can have my old iPod.
Oh, yeah. Well, my Samsung, it was a YT something, and it had 250 gig of storage. And the other week I found it. I was like, cool, I'll get this. When it looked at the back, it was bulging like fuck. I was like, I ain't plugging that in.
Yep. Well, that was my Square, remember the Square iPods?
Yeah.
That was the Nano.
The iPod Nano.
Yeah. I loved it because that was mine and I used it a lot. I used it a ton. I would prefer the next version up that had the FM, it had the AM FM receiver in it.
Oh, that pissed me off when the mobile phones got rid of the FM radio. I used to love listening to the radio.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had my daughter's, my wife has one that has the radio still in it. She's got that old one. And I borrowed my daughter's. When we go to the movie theater to the drive-in, at the drive-in, instead of the speakers on the side of the car now, they just transmit the FM signal and you tune your radio. Well, we had our headphones in and tune in with the iPad.
We've
with
done
the
that
iPod.
before.
And you had the iPod, great sound, great reception. Wonderful.
My wife and I went to a drive-in movie theater one time, and you had to tune your radio to the station that the movie was playing through. We didn't have the speakers though. You just had to like turn your radio to like the station the movie was on.
Yeah, they haven't done speakers in years and decades.
What the hell is it?
I mean, when I was dating my wife, we went to the Web City Drive-In and we were tuning the radio in there. And that would have been in 96. When did Legends of the Fall come out? because that was the last movie I saw at that drive-in. I want to say it was 96, 97.
Drive-ins weren't that popular over here back in the day, but they've become popular now.
What's that?
The drive-ins, they weren't that popular over here, but now drive-in movies are happening all over the place.
You guys getting drive-ins over there? See,
yeah.
Drive-ins. What was so popular at drive-ins was because America had that car culture.
Yeah, and but with the drive-ins here, literally, they just randomly peer up on a massive screen up, cars all pull up, and you can sit on deck chairs in front.
Okay, I got you. We still have a few of those pop up, but you guys don't have like a dedicated built screen. Okay.
Come here.
They just appear out of nowhere, and it's like, here, one minute.
Here we go.
Michael, you need to come over to Missouri. We'll go over to the 66 Drive-In Theater, and
that was it right there.
Oh man, that's pretty tiny.
Yep, big set of cans there for that little tiny. But I like it.
How many gigs can that hold?
128 gigs with that card.
Oh.
Did iPod actually have one with a memory card?
That one doesn't have any built-in memory, I don't think. That one was just you had to buy a memory card for.
Yeah, I didn't think Apple did any.
Oh, but the card size limit for the device is 64 gig.
Yeah, I had to look it up to the search mail because I went through the last 6 pages of my email and I couldn't find it. So I must have got a lot of emails.
I got a ton of 32 gig SD cards just laying around. That'd be perfect. I'm gonna have to think about getting for like $40. That's a great little idea. Well, I wonder how the audio is on this. This only has internal storage though. It doesn't have a card, I don't think. Oh, it does. It has a micro SD card slot here that isn't used. I might have an MP3 player. I may have to try this out and just see how that works. And mine's a name brand.
Well, I actually have a James Bond Quantum of Solace one that they gave away to everybody for free that went to the movie. And it's only got 256 MB on it. It's like, you can't put a fucking song on it now.
And my son has a bunch of those micro SD cards that when people come in and recycle their phones,
properly,
he'd pop out those SD cards and save them.
Properly.
Well, the amount of people that leave their SD cards in phones.
Indubitably.
Oh, what was that? It was a cereal, and it was the voice of the cereal character was like who was that comedian old time? Yeah, and indubitably. All right, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Durante, I can't remember his first name.
What, Jimmy Durante?
Jimmy Durante.
Jimmy Durante.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember his first name. I remember the last name. You got to do it like this, though. Got to do it like this. Be nice. Be nice.
Post crispy critters.
Be nice. No. Want to change your diaper? Eat.
Still raining. Mia thinks she wants to go out.
There you go, TJ. I put a link in for you.
It's supposed to rain until 3 or 4 this afternoon.
Mama's not here. You got to eat this. Night night. Night night. Night night.
Now, does she get on your bed and take a nap or what?
She's laying where the dog's lay.
Crispy critters.
Yeah, she's laying over on the pillow right there.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Oh, crispy critters. Oh, that's funny.
I told her, did you want me to change your diaper? Nope.
Hell no.
Yeah, she keeps telling me she wants to eat, and everything I have for her, she's saying nope. But she wants her mama. The mama's weaning her off of breastfeeding, so she's trying. She wants her mama. I can't help you there.
Well, you
Alright,
could get a gallon jug, tuck it under your shirt, and just let
See you guys
squeeze
later.
it out. You know.
But she's got a bottle. She can drink that.
See y'all later on.
If she got a bottle, she could drink that, but she's telling me no. I made a pancake for her that they brought. She ate about 3 pieces of that, put it down. She gave more to the dog than she ate.
That's why her and Gramps need to go out to a nice lunch together.
Nope.
No.
I don't have a car seat in my car. I'm not putting it in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Well, he's got a car seat.
That's a good enough reason.
Put it in his car.
A car seat is actually in Justin's truck because I made him put it in his truck in case she had to go somewhere.
If that's the reason, then I would totally agree with you. Don't take it.
Yeah, I can't take her anywhere without a car seat. Not doing that.
Well, how much is a car seat?
More than I'm gonna spend.
A decent one, you're looking at least $70, $80.
Yeah, but you said that you had a car seat for emergency.
Yeah, Justin's got it in his truck. He put it in his truck just in case.
You know, car seats actually have an expiration date on them as well.
Yes, sir.
It's something you have to look at when you go shopping for a car seat or a motorcycle helmet. Any kind of helmets or anything. You
Also, if you in any kind of accident, you have to discard the car seat.
Yep. Even if it's just a minor dent.
Yep. Yeah, remember, I used to be a manager at 3 different baby stores.
Yeah, I used to. I had a lady come in one day, and she brought a old car seat in. She was looking for a new one to get a second one. And I asked her, I said, "Where'd you get that car seat?" She was like, "Oh, from a friend." I said, "How old is it?" She goes, "Like 4 or 5 years old." I said, "You realize those have an expiration date on them, right?" She goes, "What?" I say, "Yeah, because of deterioration of the plastic over time. They actually put an expiration." She realized that. She was like, "Oh, hell no." She bought 2 of them. She was like, "I'm not putting my kid in there."
Yep. And you got to learn how to put them in your car too. You got to get them in the right.
Now she just made the mistake because she bought 2 of them. One expired before she got to use it.
One for 2 cars, 2 different cars. It's a lot easier to put them in different. It's a lot easier to buy the ones with the bases. Just put a base on the other car. But like I used to tell everybody, the bases, they meet all the standards, but it doesn't cost that much just to get a second seat. Just put it in. For that extra $30, put that extra seat in the other car, and then you don't have to worry about making sure you clipped it in right. We'd have people. We'd have people come and bring them to us because we were all certified in how to put them in. And I used to hate that on a summer day when they bring 2 car seats up for me to put in. I'd be out there sweating.
Well, and a lot of them would come with the extra straps with the hooks that you would clip onto the seat frame. You know how they had and you were supposed to use those to strap that base down. A lot of people didn't use those. They would only use the seat belt.
No.
And ours, I did that. I had the little metal hooks that were attached to the frame of the seat. And I would hook all 3 of them up to it. 1 to the back and then 2 in the front, strap it down. You couldn't move that base if you grabbed onto it and yanked it. But it was always a pain in the ass when you had to move it to somebody else's car because they didn't have one.
Look at this power crap from Amazon. Buy 1 for £5.69. I'll take the 2-pack. Yeah, that's £13.50. Fuck off, I might as well just buy 2 single ones. Not being full.
It's cheaper buying 2 single ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of that on Amazon.
I'll buy a free. Put a free.
That sucker's not out for delivery yet. If they don't deliver it today, I'm canceling it.
Call them on the phone. Just double check with them. Actually speak to a live person and then see what to make sure that it's out and everything.
Yeah, it's sitting in New Orleans. It's across the lake. It's 30 minutes from here.
Most likely it's probably there could be an issue with their system not updated it, or you're just out for a really late delivery and it's not actually out yet.
Well, it does say up until 10 p.m. You know.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you're on a late delivery schedule. So sometimes it won't show till the middle of the afternoon on those.
Yeah.
So sometimes mine won't show it's out for delivery. It will say till 10 p.m., but it won't actually show that it's out till 11 or 12 sometimes. Whose car seat is this?
It's on Facebook Marketplace.
I can tell you right now, that's an old car seat.
And I'll tell you something else. Anyone that buys a car seat off Facebook Marketplace is an idiot. You don't know what's been done to it, whether it's been in a minor accident or whatever. Just don't risk it.
Yeah.
That's your child or your niece, nephew, whatever. Nah, stop that.
I never buy it.
The description said $50. My loss, your gain. $50
because
each.
what it was is they ordered 2 of them, and they got them, but they weren't the ones they ordered, and the company says, "Well, just keep them."
No, that's what they're saying happened. You can't guarantee that.
Yeah, when it comes to your, and that's the thing is there's a manufacturer date on all the boxes when you go to the store, and on the label that's on the car seat itself. That way you can double verify if that car seat hasn't been sitting on the shelf for 2 years and just nobody has, happened to buy it, Because that's the thing is like when Ron was telling us about those helmets that he bought and the battery in the helmet for this mic kept failing. Well, it turned out the one helmet that he had bought from the motorcycle shop had been sitting on the shelf for almost 4 years before he had bought it and didn't realize it was that old. And I was like, we were talking about the manufacturer date on helmets too when we were talking about that because I was telling Matt, I was like, because Matt didn't even realize there was a date on helmets, and he started looking at his helmet he rides a scooter with and was like, oh crap, I didn't even know that. I was like, yeah, there's the manufacturer's date on when you're supposed to throw that helmet out. And that's exactly why a lot of pawn shops won't buy helmets. There's actually a lot of pawn shops I've seen on YouTube that refuse to buy motorcycle helmets. Even if they look brand new in the box, they won't buy them because they don't know how long. They don't want to deal with the consequences if somebody wrecks and does something and says that the helmet was old or something.
Eat it. Eat it.
Oh my God.
Eat it.
So how'd your whole thing with Mia go there, Paul?
Good. Rain like hell, both ways.
Do you not like going to the vet?
No, because she doesn't like them messing with her feet.
So what do they do? Do they hang her in one of those like suspended brace
No, they
things?
could do that, but they usually have 2 attendants come in, and I take her leash and wrap it around her muzzle, and she struggles a little bit, but they get them trimmed.
They got this new thing that they use over at.
They lift, yeah.
Yeah, and they put them in there, and then they lift them up in like a bag thing, and then that way they can't move.
Yep.
And supposedly it relaxes dogs more when they're in those too.
Well, when they're in the hanging positions, they don't struggle because.
Right. Does she try to bite them when they're doing it?
Yep.
I guess they deal with those kind of shit on a daily basis, so I'm sure they're used to it.
That fucking police van. Pissing me off now. Keep slamming the freaking doors. Oh, update on my medical. They think they're looking at type 1 diabetes. I've got nerve damage in my back from January, and the nerve that you call your funny bone, that's been pinched in 3 places.
Yeah, Laura freaked me out yesterday. Did she tell you about that?
No.
So we were online playing. It was me, Jonathan, and Matt playing with her. All of a sudden, she just disconnects. So we figured, oh, maybe she just lost internet. She'll be back in a minute. About 10, 15 minutes later, she never came back. So we all sent her messages asking if she was all right. She didn't respond back to me till like 6 hours later.
Yeah.
So we didn't know what the hell was going on. We thought something happened.
Yeah, because I had a bad episode. Literally went over, everything came crashing down on top of me, couldn't move, sort of thing. And she was playing that stupid game while I was burying on the things, and I ended up having to really shout because I really could not move. I was trapped. I was like, Lord, get up that fucking game out. Next thing you know, she come piling in.
Well, she said everything was okay when I messaged her. She's like, I didn't mean to worry you. I was like, man, we didn't know what happened because she wasn't responding to nobody. I tried calling her a couple times just to see if she was all right.
Yeah, she was a bit upset that literally I was down for about 10 minutes before she realized.
It is what it is. She
Yeah.
just didn't hear you. I mean, she can't. Don't be too upset about it.
I'm not upset.
No, I'm saying her.
All I'm pissed off about is I nearly got head put through my monitor screen. My fucking 34-inch monitor screen went straight on my head. It's like, yeah, but it's okay. It's good.
Yeah, we didn't know what happened because she wasn't answering the phone or anything. We were just trying to make sure she was all right.
Yeah, but then
we didn't know if something happened to you or what. Like that's all I thought. Maybe something happened.
Yeah. After she dealt with me, then she had to go and get Rebecca, and because Rebecca, child free, fucking this combination shit. Yeah, she had to go and get child free, and then we already had child 4 here, and it was just chaos. Try dealing with them when the room's spinning around. Because they were supposed to be going to London today. But with all the shit going on, they've gone to a local zoo instead.
She told me that yesterday. She said she was canceling. I said, that's a smart thing to do. So you don't need to be taking the kids out and just in case something pops off.
Yeah, the worst of it today, yeah, I've had a police van parked up outside here for ages, and they've actually knocked on someone's door and took them. He thought he was being clever. He went over the wall and he just went, nope, bop, straight on the head, took him down.
I mean, is there anything going on near you guys, or is it London, or what?
Today and tomorrow is our area. It was already kicking off in the local high street. Somebody had a go at a nurse and started pushing her around as she came out of Aldi. So a lot of other people jumped in and went, oh, that's a nurse. And the nurse was shouting, I've been in the NHS for 32 years serving you bastards. She was well pissed. But the thing is, it's youths. 15, 16-year-old thinking they're clever, getting on the bandwagon. Yeah, but when they're getting pulled up into court, they're all crying like a bitch. I mean, think about it now. All these people, yeah, they're in prison, right? What are you in here for? Oh, I robbed the bank. I murdered someone. No, I did this crime. I did that crime. What did you do? I looted Greg's and got a pasty. Yeah. Fucking idiots.
A lot of times with when riots kick off anyway, most of the people aren't there for the actual reason they're rioting. They're just there to opportunists.
Oh yeah.
And so a lot of people will just use it as an excuse
Funny
to
thing
loot.
was, in Hull, they looted Shoe Zone, where you get your shoes for like £5.99 and £10, right? Crappy shoes that last you about 2 months. They raided Greg's and they raided Lush, which is cheap makeup. Across the road, there was Swash Jewelers, Tag Jewelers, there were banks and everything. They didn't even touch them. Let's go and raid.
Yeah, you'd be surprised though. Some of them, how actually well armed up some of them buildings are at them jewelry stores. They have like so a lot of that glass will be reinforced and all that. And it's not the easiest thing to get into.
Yeah, well, the last few days has been the last straw for me. The setting fire to, you know what? I understand the protesting for a reason, but when you're setting fire to buildings with people inside them, whether you agree with them people being there or not, that is just wrong. That is the low. That is the lowest of the low.
There's a message. Let's see who it is.
That's when I draw the line.
Kelsey sent me a message, said, "Hey, fatty, I'm gonna kick her ass."
I tell you, I don't know what they're teaching her, but she's sitting there and she looked over at my pills, right? I said, "Yeah, I got to take my pills," and I took them, and she said, it sounded like she said, "Doctor, say ah."
She's just smart enough to make the connection. Doctors
Yeah,
give
look.
you medicine.
Doctor, say ah. She's saying hello.
No.
Yeah. Justin, do me a favor. Tell Kelsey I'll send her that $20 later. It's from Laura, by the way.
Me and Kelsey do that all the time, though. We'll walk by each other, start talking crap to each other.
What me and Laura do all the time. Walk past each other. Hey, bitch.
Oh, me and Laura. You should hear me and Sarah. Oh, my God, dude. We talk so much shit to each other.
Keeps the relationship going.
I never say anything bad about my wife.
It's not saying anything bad. It's just talking crap to each other.
I don't really talk crap to her.
Like the other day, Sarah told me to do something, and I was like, "Stay in your lane, woman." She goes, "Excuse me."
Oh.
Yeah. It's like,
well, if she asks, "Hey, can you help me with this here?" I'll say no, but it's as I'm getting up to go help her do whatever it is. So,
well, this is why Laura's family hate me. They will go, "David, could you pass me that cup?" And I'll pick it up, go to give it them, and then go and put it back and go, "Yep."
I'll be right back. Diaper change.
Have fun.
Oh boy.
You might want to mute the camera.
He's mute. Oh, you mean turn the camera off?
Joe, turn your camera off.
Oh, he's not doing it there.
Camera. All right. I thought he was at first. Have a poop. Yeah, so Laura will go, "Pass me that can of Pepsi." I'll pick it up and I'll go, "Yep," and then put it back. Because she said, "Can I?" Well, yeah, I've showed her I can. No, she says, "Will you?" Then I'll pass it.
Yeah, I do that shit to Sarah sometimes, and she gets pissed off. Or she'll ask me to hand her something, and she'll be standing there. Like, she'll be like, "Hand me the car keys." And she'll say it in a way of just like aggressive but joking. So I'll pick up the car keys and I'll go to hand them to her, and then I'll drop them on the ground right in front of her.
Oh, I don't. You see, this is the other thing me and Laura do to each other, right? When I bring the shopping home, I put all the good stuff on the top shelf. Yeah, reach that. Go on, have a go. Right?
Put it up.
However, when Laura brings the shopping home, she puts all the good stuff on the bottom shelf. She's like, "Yeah, you bend down, bitch." I'm like, "Ah." Bit of tit for tat never hurt anybody.
I can't do it. I can't hold stuff up too high with Kelsey anymore because she's almost as tall as I am.
Yeah, this is my problem. Child number 2, he's actually taller than Laura and he's nearly the same size as me. So now when I put the good stuff on the top shelf, Laura goes, "Child free, pass me that." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck's sake."
It's like Kelsey's always on the phone talking to her best friend, and her friend was the other night says something about go over there because me and Kelsey were talking crap to each other while she was on the phone with her. And she said something about, "Oh, you go ahead and go over there and punch your dad." She goes, "I'm almost as tall as him, but he's a lot bigger than me. I don't know if I want to do that." I said, "You damn right." I said, I don't care how tall you are, I'll still whoop your ass. Don't you come over here and mess with me. Like, I miss Kelsey being a little baby, but I love her teenage years though, because she's so funny. Just
Oh,
being
God,
her
no.
way.
Teenage years are when they get bitchy in it.
No, well, I mean, but the way me and her banter back and forth now, because she's becoming more of a young adult now, and it's
By the
got
way,
its own.
I can
fun to
say
it.
Hannah's name because Hannah's over 16. Yeah, you think her attitude's bad? Wait till child number 4, yeah, comes along. She is mean.
And Kelsey reminds me a lot. I told Sarah, I said, "God, she reminds me of my sister. The way she talks, like, because my sister, like Sarah, is one of those ones that, like, she'll talk crap to me and stuff, but if it was like face to face with somebody she didn't know, she's not very confrontational like that. She probably would be with the kids. I've seen her get like that if somebody was like getting in the kid's face, but like for herself, she's not very confrontational. But like my sister is complete opposite. My sister is super confrontational. If you get in her face, dude, she'll be right in your face immediately if she don't know you. And that's the way Kelsey is. Like when that kid kept giving Thomas love letters at another boy and Thomas was getting pissed about it, Kelsey walked up to him at school and she straight told the kid, she said, "You give him another love letter and I'm going to kick your ass." And Thomas and her were telling me about it when they got home.
Yeah, well,
she
Laura,
pretty much told the kid, she said, "You better leave my brother alone."
yeah, but when Laura goes off, fucking hell, a couple of years ago, we was in Poundland and I didn't hear the woman say anything, but this woman said something about me. Next thing you know, all hell broke loose. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Laura's right in this woman's face. She's like, "You got something to say? Say it to me now." I'm like, "Laura, she's twice the size of you. Pack it in."
Yeah, Kelsey reminds me so much of my sister. She don't take crap from anybody.
Best way to be. Wish I was that way.
I mean, I'm the same way as my sister, but my sister, she just reminds me of my sister because she's a girl and everything, and that's the way my sister is.
I have put off creating an account to accept credit card payments until now, and now I kind of have to.
Who are you going with?
I'm looking at Stripe.
What's the other one that was real popular for a while?
Square.
Square, yeah, they'd give you the little thing you plugged in your phone and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you gotta shop around and find the one that has the best fees and all that.
Yeah, I know that's what pisses me off is having to do fees and add fees and.
Now, but you can include that in the price of your thing, right?
I can
PayPal.
that.
Does PayPal do it over there for you guys?
PayPal takes a bigger cut than Stripe.
Yeah.
If it's business.
Yeah, because we've got other companies as well. You can actually go to the local supermarket and just buy a contactless card, and Somebody taps it, goes straight into your bank.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the guy is paying me with a corporate card, and he needs to be able to show that he's paying a vendor and not going and buying a card and passing it to a vendor.
And right, and then like Donald, technically, they could do family and friends paying him, but he obviously wants to track it as a business. So if he was to use PayPal, you'd want to do a business transaction, not a family and friends. Because family and friends, they don't charge you anything, and if it is, it's a very, very tiny fee.
Let me look here and.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I asked him about PayPal, and he's like, "Eh."
Yeah, a lot of people don't use PayPal because of the fees.
And so he'd have to have a PayPal account. For his on the corporate account in order to do the family and friends thing, even.
Yep.
Well, shit. Now, can I link, or is this going to just go to like a Stripe account and then I have to do a money transfer from Stripe like I do with PayPal?
Yep. No.
Well, one thing you could do, Donald, did you already sign up for it, or are you kind of just looking?
I'm just looking.
Because I would say too is maybe look up some YouTube videos on people that are using them and see what they say about like how they operate, maybe. And that'd be if you're not sure, you know.
Well, I'm looking at my bank to see. They offer some business solutions.
What about Zelle? Because a lot of banks use Zelle.
Yeah, but he would have to have access to the account, and he doesn't. He's using a credit card. He's got an expense card that he's paying with. And I do use Zelle for another client of mine that it's great.
I mean, does your bank offer anything like that?
That's why I just said I'm looking to see their business solutions, see what they've got.
Yeah, because they might actually offer you a better.
Yeah, I use Stripe with Instaproofs for my photography, and because they used to use PayPal, but they switched to Stripe, and it just takes a couple of days for it to get through to me. Now they tell me I can't get it immediate. But I don't ask for it immediate.
Is there a processing fee sending it over to your bank, or
not going to the bank? There's a processing fee for whatever the amount is.
Right, and it stays in your Stripe account?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not when you transfer it to your bank, or how are you getting the money back into your account?
Yeah, I just have my bank account. I have my business account, and what they do is after they just hold it for about 2 days, 3 days. Actually, it's a week.
And then they transfer it into your.
They transfer everything but the fee they charge for
that's what I was going to ask. Is there a transfer fee to your bank account in addition to the processing fee for the credit card?
No. Stripe's pretty good. And they also tell me, like I said, they also have it in there where if I need it, I can take it. Now that might be a processing fee.
Probably.
If I wanted it immediate, you know. They tell me if you need it immediately, you know, ask for it, you know.
Well, guys, I'm gonna bow out here. You guys want to keep going? I can just make Justin the.
I gotta jump off anyway. I gotta.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off because
okay.
I have a little diaper rash issue here, and I want to make sure she goes to sleep.
Well, okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see you again later today.
Catch you all later.
Yeah. Bye-bye.